All right, let's do a recap. How do we feel about a recap? Okay, so last time, nothing much happens. Like, nothing of any importance. No, it was just fine. We just, like, hung out, fought a few monsters. No, everything happened. Lots of things happened. So I had been predicting earlier on that they would drop the plate, and then they didn't drop the plate. And I was like, oh, they're not going to drop the plate. Well, I would have dropped the plate, but I'm obviously a meaner, crueler writer than the people who wrote Final Fantasy VII. No, it was just delayed. They like got me to lower my guard. And I was like, oh, they wouldn't do it then. Apparently they wouldn't do it. They heard me through time and space. They took it as a dare. Yes, they were like, we sense that at some point in the future, some random streamer named Lauren is going to think we're going to do this and then think we're not going to do this. And we're going to show her. Green Lanyard, I appreciate your joke. No, so they finally did it last time. We had a fight for the future of Sector 7. And I stopped responding to chat and basically treated that as like an hour and a half long boss fight, which I appreciate you all humoring me during, but I wanted to experience the game like fully. So we're going to talk a little bit about Crisis Core because, again, I am experiencing this game as though it were Crisis Core 2, since apparently my memories of the original game are mostly non-existent, except apparently I recognize that Reeve is Kate Sith. I don't know who Reeve is. I don't know why I care that he's Kate Sith, but I remember that. And that's how you know. You'll know if I remember something, because it will just come bubbling up like that. So in Crisis Core has, again, spoilers for Crisis Core, because this is Crisis Core 2, so I will assume that you don't mind having Crisis Core 1 spoiled. But yeah, I really loved in Crisis Core how even though you know that you're going to lose, you know that Zack is going to die at the end of the game, they still managed to somehow make you think that maybe it's going to turn out differently than you thought, which was really cool. And I love that they managed to give you hope and then snatch it away. They're very, very clever about that. So they did the same thing in this game, where you're kind of like, okay, they're going to drop it. There's no way we can stop it. I'm sure this is the story beat we've got. But then they keep having moments where you're like, maybe we are going to get away. Like, maybe we are going to stop this. Maybe it is going to be okay. And even though you, like, know it's not going to be okay, you still kind of think maybe it's going to be okay. And I don't know if this is written by the same people who wrote Crisis Core, but if that's the case... So the thing is, the Turks actually do work, and Tuxedo Mask doesn't, so he is too much of a slacker to be a Turk. But if this is written by the same people who wrote Crisis Core, which I would absolutely believe, because by and large, like, the characters feel consistent, the story seems consistent, I would say that a strength that they have is in being able to play with hope so much so that you still think that maybe the inevitable won't happen, which is a fantastic skill to have and something that I, as a writer, would really like to learn. How do you do that? So I'm going to think about how they did that, because I would like to have that level of skill someday. Benefit of taking apart the stories that people write in games is that I can learn from them. But it's very effective. And so what is interesting is because they give you that up and down, maybe hope, maybe not, maybe hope, maybe not. By the time it finally happens, it almost feels anticlimactic, and it doesn't feel anticlimactic. Like, it's not like you're like, oh, is that all? It's just that you're, like, so emotionally exhausted that you can't really handle or process it. Like, in a way, you are in shock about this. Somebody left me a comment on YouTube about how in the original, apparently, like, you hear people screaming while the bad guy, President Shinra, is listening to like opera, and that disconnect is really effective, which is a really effective disconnect. And so one might ask, why did they decide to do this differently if that's how they did it then, when having a lot of people screaming would be very, very effective. But I think it's not that they don't take it seriously. I think it's that they're trying to manage your emotions differently in this game. So they're trying to take a more subtle approach in a way, in that they don't want to just like have people screaming and beat you over the head with it, which might have been a fairly traumatic experience with the graphics and the immersion as good as it is in this game. At least for me. Again, I don't usually play current gen or close to current gen games, so this is like, whoa, the most immersive game I've ever played. I feel like such a grandma. But they do a really outstanding job of emotionally exhausting you. So the plate falls and you just can't process it. And then you're walking through the aftermath, the wreckage, and seeing other people kind of be in shock, be in denial, trying to process it, trying to figure out what's going on. There's confusion, there's disbelief, and you kind of have some of that going on too. And so they've managed to effectively take you on an emotional journey where they want you to be. And then they make it personal, because you can't grasp the magnitude. Like this many people died is, what is it? The one death is a tragedy, like 10,000 deaths is a statistic. I don't know what the actual numbers are, but that saying. There is truth to that, which is why, like, if you want to make people care about something, if you focus on just a handful of stories, or even just one story that really humanizes it. Thank you for following, Green Lanyard. They can make you feel the pain of the fullness of it by making you feel the pain of the small scale. Whereas if they tried to make you feel the full pain of the full scale, it wouldn't necessarily be as effective. And yes, so seeing the first bomb go off at the very, very, very beginning of the game, and the aftermath of that, and the people being injured and screaming, and the death and destruction there, does, as you're saying, Forest of Seasons, kind of set the stage for what, like, the fact that they're willing to have mass casualties and destruction in this game and Shinra's actions, and also kind of establish that this is what it feels like, this is what it looks like, this is how it is in this game. So they can kind of take a shortcut in a way with the pillar falling, or the pillar breaking, and the plate falling. You already have in your mind what some of that looks like. Now this is much, much worse. In that case, there's like destruction, but people still survive. In this case, like, there's just wreckage everywhere. Like, you can't even wrap your head around it. So to give us the ability to emotionally engage with this massive tragedy that has just happened, they bring us back as we have Tifa, who cares, and Cloud cares. Okay, I'm sorry, anybody who says that Cloud is a cool dude who doesn't care, have they played the game? Like, he is a big ol' softy. He cares about his friends. He cares about the people in Avalanche who are dying. He's like devastated when he's holding the hands of Biggs and Jesse. You can tell how much that hurts him. But even just like general people, like, he's very invested in this. He cares about people. He cares a lot. So he cares. Obviously, Tifa cares. She spent some amount of years of her life living among these people, living in this place. He's not even effective at being hard on the outside. Like, very few people in the game even are fooled by his tough guy. But like, you have these people who are sad and hurting, but it is Barrett who has, as far as we can tell, spent his, I'm guessing he's from the Sector 7 slums, I'm not sure, but like, they managed to focus on, because he's the one who has the closest, like the closest connections. Uh, like Tifa has friends, but her closest friends are the people of Avalanche. Um, so that's, and then there's the old woman who was her landlady. But we know that story's okay. But we don't have like a strong connection between Tifa and like one or two other people that can make the loss or the fear of the loss of Sector 7 feel real to us. But Barrett has that connection to Marlene, and so that is the perfect choice for them to, even though we know that we knew that she was okay, or at least we had reason to believe she was okay because of the whole thing with Aerith and Turks, which we'll get to in a minute. Yeah, he's too fluffy. He's doesn't have a hard exterior. He like thinks he does, and you're just like, no, Cloud, no, you don't. He's a spiky marshmallow. That just sounds like Kirby. I guess, can Kirby wear like Cloud's hair? Is that a thing that happens if you play Smash? Cloud is in Smash, right? I haven't played Smash since like the GameCube, I think. So it's been a little while. Okay, how's this? You folks, if I ever need to do a fundraiser for some reason, you can either make me play Suikoden 4 or you can make me play Smash. I hate Smash so much. I played it in college and I hated it so much that I have not gone back to play it ever since. But yes, so we were talking about the character connection with Barrett being a really good way to draw you in. And I think we're going to start feeling more of the magnitude of things as we go through areas. Like, it was interesting playing as I guess it's Tifa, no, Aerith and Wedge going around trying to save people in the Sector 7 slums, and you're like, I know this place, I know these people, I remember, oh my god, just the guard, the sweet guard is just amazing, because I feel like if the world is going to be saved, it's going to be through the actions of small individuals saving others in the game and here. Well, here being real life. So I feel like that's actually like one of the most beautiful moments in the game, is that young guard being like, no, we're going to do this. This is the right thing. Also, like, screw the system. I'm going to go try to do something meaningful afterwards. I absolutely loved that. That was so good. And it was a great payoff for that earlier scene, which was a very good scene. I think that may have been 2 scenes with those guards. But it was a lot of, it was a really good payoff of something really good. But where was I going with this? Ah, yes. Couple more things. Sorry, we're just going to starting off these streams with me just rambling about stuff, as long as they've got really big and interesting things happening in the previous stream. I have like a week to think about things. And if you watch these on YouTube, you might notice sometimes in the YouTube description, I will kind of begin to talk about a little bit about what I've been thinking about, because by that point I've had another day to think about it. So this is me kind of expounding on what's been going through my head. One of the things that we talked about is Tsung from Crisis Core versus how he shows up in this game, because he is significant in this game and he is significant in Crisis Core. And for me, they feel like there's a big disconnect there, but it makes sense. Zack aggressively friendships at people, and is a wonderful character. I mean, I love him so much. The Squats King of Shinra High, I've written a few paragraphs. I don't have anything to show for it this time. I will hopefully share more with you next time. But so looking at Tsung from Zack's perspective, Zack tends to bring out the humanity of the people around him. So he takes this like super cool, very professional, I'm a Turk, I'm very professional, I know what I'm doing, and manages in the end to sway him to such a degree that he disobeys a direct order and risks putting his career on the line to try to save Zack's life, which he does not succeed in doing. So that's the last time I saw him, which I mentioned that moment so many times in this stream, because I mean, I think it's plain that for me was one of the most effective and memorable moments from the entire game. So it's so interesting that then the next time I see him, if we take this as Crisis Core 2 as I am, we see him and we're like, wait, you're the one giving the order to drop the plate? You wanted to save your friend. You were willing to disobey in order to save one person, but you won't disobey in order to save tens of thousands? However many live here. And I think one of the things that makes the most sense from a narrative perspective and a character development perspective, looking at that, is that perhaps, like, it felt like almost, it wasn't a breach of character, but it felt like it was him stepping outside of what he would normally do to save Zack. Like, that was a moment of character growth. But I feel like then that gets cut off. That growth gets cut off because despite his decision to try to change things, in the end, he could not change anything. Zack still died. And so I could very much see him taking the lesson from that. No matter what you do, you can't win against the company. You can't change things. You can't save people. You can't save one person. What makes you think you can make any other meaningful difference? All you can do is just keep trying to make a living and do the best job you can, and be glad that they're not going after you. Which is, I think, a very understandable character arc for him between the two games. And it makes me really sad because I feel like where he wound up in this game is worse than where he started in Crisis Core as far as being like cold. And so I kind of wonder whether so Rook, the thing in Crisis Core is that he's been assigned to watch Aerith, which we'll talk about shortly, that we learned where that came from. But so he's been assigned to watch Aerith, but he also, like, I think Zack escorts him on some missions because Zack is a soldier, like Sephiroth and Angeal, who you wouldn't know, I guess, because I don't think he's in this game because he dies in Crisis Core, who's basically like Zack's older brother figure. And we won't talk about Genesis. There's nobody named Genesis. Why would there be a character named Genesis in Crisis Core? But he is, so they kind of work together, and Zack befriends him, or tries to, and he's just trying to be his professional self. And Zack, like, goes on a mission and is like, hey, buddy, could you keep an eye on my girlfriend, Aerith, and just make sure she's safe, just make sure no harm comes to her, because I can't be here to protect her. And Sing is like, oh my God, Zack, it's literally my job to watch her because she's an elf. Sorry, she's not an alien, she's an elf. And Zack, like, basically, like, claps him on the back and is like, buddy, thank you so much. I knew I could count on you. And he's like, no, I just said, okay, whatever. And it's so precious. And there's a few more encounters like that where Zack is like, we're friends. And Sing is like, I don't do friends. I'm a Turk. Turks don't have friends. And so at the very end of the game, when the order goes out to kill Zack and Cloud, Cisne, who is another Turk, wants to try to find a way to save Zack. And she's been sympathetic to him earlier, but Sing has always been like, I'm professional, I'm stoic. And so she gets in the helicopter with him, and he's like, I guess we better go find Zack. And she's like, yeah, because that's our orders. And he's like, yeah, because we've got to go save him. And there's just this moment of realization where she's like, oh, you are with me on this too. We're going to go save our friend. And they go off to find him in their Turk helicopter. And so you get this moment of hope where you think, oh, I didn't realize anyone was going to be on his side. Maybe he's going to be okay, which of course, obviously he isn't. They're not able to find him because there's like a sandstorm or a hurricane or something going on. Which, like, is like one of my favorite moments in the game. Oh my God, it's so good. But so that's this, it's just so fantastic. It's like the culmination of Zack as a character managing to influence someone like Sing to disobey a direct order to try to save his friend. And that's so cool. And I love that. But next thing we know, he's the one relaying the order of let's just, like, kill tons of people. And he's very, very cold. And so I feel like he's, oh God, I cried so much at the ending. It was just Waterworks, just like hours of Waterworks is amazing. It's a really good game. I loved it, which is why we're playing this. And sorry to everybody who has to hear me summarize that again and again and again. But again, that's super important to me. I loved it. And so that's the context that I'm approaching the Turks in this game with. And then, of course, we have Rude and Reno. And I like them. They're interesting. They're human. They're complex. Fighting them there was interesting. Having seen... okay, Rude is the one who isn't rude. And Reno is the one who is rude, right? Okay. So having, I'm sorry, folks. Having Rude, he intentionally jostles the helicopter when Reno is trying to shoot at, Tifa. Yes, okay, Reno is the brat. Wait, yes, but he's the rude one. And Rude is not the rude one. So this is how I remember it. Is that I remember that their names are wrong. I know, Wispy Whiskers. This is... I figure if you're here watching me stream, this is what you're here for. I can't, like... There are other people who will play things well and do awesome things. What I'll do is talk about the writing and the characterization and how I feel about it. And there was just so much last time, and we didn't have a chance at the end of it to sit down and talk about this stuff. So I have to talk about it now. So I love that, like, Rude has issues with the fact that they're asked to do this. And even Reno has some issues with the fact that they're asked to do this. And Sing is the really, like, cool and collected, you have to do this business-like one. And that's all very interesting. And they've all got characters, and it's fantastic. And I don't know why I thought the crazy dominatrix lady was a Turk, but apparently she's not a Turk. So I'm glad she's not, because Cisne was great. And now I, like, find all the Turk characters interesting. So one last thing I want to talk about, which is, the Cisne was adorable. I really liked her. The reveal with Aerith being an elf. I mean, I was like, I think she's an alien. I don't remember what the deal was. But so she's an elf. I didn't remember any of that. I had no idea that she was going to be out of my party. So I thought that they were developing a friendship between Tifa and Aerith, because once the plate falls and there's so much damage and destruction, you need to have the characters be able to interact with each other, and have a relationship so they can kind of process their grief together. I didn't realize that they were developing that, because they were then going to take Aerith out of my party for a while. I don't know how long she's going to be out of my party. I don't know if we're, like, about to go and get her. I mean, we want to. Her mom just told us not to. Cloud wants to. Cloud is like, no, I'm out there. I'm going to go do this. I did not remember that, but it's very effective. The way they told it was so good. Having her mother narrate it, and then like having the other dialogue, but then she would summarize what she said. Just like the writing of it was just like, it was beautiful. Like the way of doing a cutscene like that was just really, 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 really cool. I really liked it. And it's an interesting conflict, like having the magical elves who are connected to the spirit of the world. Not necessarily the most creative thing, but like it feels real and it feels good, and it feels interesting, and I'm very invested in it, because it turns out that despite one of the few things I remember about the original being that I didn't like Aerith, actively didn't like Aerith, not just neutral, actively didn't like her, I really like her. I think I might like her more than I like Tifa, although to be fair, we haven't gotten to know Tifa well enough yet. So we're going to go rescue her somehow. Also, I just have to say, anyone who grew up in the late 80s or early 90s, there was a whole slew of movies, with E.T. being the most well-known, but not the only one, of people with like special powers or aliens or mermaids or robots or whatever being taken by the government for science experiments. And then we have to go rescue them. And this is just like a whole thing. And so if you grew up with those movies from that era. You like were like, yes, this is a kind of story. Like this is a story trope that I'm like, yeah. And I kind of wonder, it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? So, um, yeah. Well, Discipline Daddy, like I'm sure some of it is that I have changed too, and the way that I engage with the story has changed. But I don't know because I still love six very much, and I played six earlier than I played seven, so I don't know. But yeah, this that was the trope, and that's the trope we're doing, and I'm actually really glad we're doing that trope. I don't know why, but I'm happy. Like it's a trope that I like. So I think that just about brings us to where we are in chapter 13, A Broken World, Sector 5 Slums, Aerith's house. I think we have gotten no. Uh, okay, I hit the right button. Okay. So yeah, half an hour of me talking. I hope you folks are okay with that. I've sometimes thought about I sometimes thought about changing. Like I'm like, "Oh, am I leaning too much into me talking about stuff?" But there are a lot of people you can watch play video games on the internet. And this is what I have to offer. But I did totally beat the Turks despite Barrett having zero materia equipped. So I think I'm doing all right on the gameplay front too. Thank you, Green Lanyard. Yeah. Um. Yay. Okay, so God, I love. So I know I've commented on this before, but can I just say that Aerith's house is like my favorite place in the game, and I imagine it was probably a favorite place created by the people who made it, because if you just look at it, it looks and feels so real. And I don't know about you folks, but there were things that I would like play as a kid that I would randomly like my brain would just like maybe I would have the dream set in that location or something, and I would have like the feeling as though I'd been there in person and could see it in three dimensions, even if it was just like a 2D sprite thing. Um, and there are games that have realistic seeming areas, but they don't necessarily feel like you're there. This place feels like you're there. It feels real. Like I could go there. Like I could step into the screen and be there. And I know what it would feel like. And I know what it would smell like. And I know what it would sound like. And by having like the wood paneling and the kind of TV that it has, that's very like 80s. I guess I would say like early to mid 80s. And that makes it, for somebody of my age range, have like kind of this like, oh, barely remembered nostalgia from like way, way, way back. That gives it an extra layer of something special that's hard to articulate. So, game, does I use the menu in the middle of cutscenes thing? I don't remember that happening. Did that happen? Yeah, like I could cook in that kitchen. I would love to cook in that kitchen. I've cooked in kitchens kind of like that one before. Yeah, right, Green Lanyard? Like, I was trying to figure out why it is that it feels like childhood, because it does, and I think that that's part of it. Um, oh, you can press square before certain... Okay. So part of the problem may also be if that pops into the lower left corner, that my laptop is in the way of the lower left corner, so I didn't see that. Ah, okay. So it was there before that fight, and I didn't see it because my laptop is in the way. I will have to figure that out. Do I have any new abilities? I don't know. So I'm actually really excited to have Barrett in the party because Barrett is a character who I feel has not been... I haven't gotten enough of him. Like, so far he's been a little two-dimensional. Not bad. Not bad. But he's been a little two-dimensional. I like the fact that he comes across as being a little bit too much of a zealot, that they're willing to make him a flawed character. But I feel like there's been a shortage of development of him beyond that. Just like I feel like they hadn't quite done enough with Tifa. So obviously they may have taken their time earlier with Aerith because she's going to be out of the party for a while. So we may get the level of characterization with the two of them now that we got with Aerith in the previous sections. So, looking forward to that. Yeah, I just really like this place. Well, he's not the character that I've been most interested in, and I want to know him better and care more about his story. Instead of just kind of like a general, like, oh yeah, I guess he's like interesting, I guess he's good, you know? But I think we're gonna have that because these are our characters going forward. And so now we have characters who are motivated and have things they care about. God, I love that the last thing that Biggs says is trying to tell you about this orphanage that he wants you to take care of. I just absolutely love that. It's so good. I don't know why it didn't occur to me that I was going to have Barrett in my party for this section. Because then I could have maybe assumed that Aerith wasn't going to be in my party. God, just like listen. I mean, I'm yammering. But listen. Can't you just imagine being here? Doesn't this just seem real? You know? I love that. Oh god, yeah. I'm really unhappy with the fact that Wedge didn't make it. Because I thought he was going to. I was like, oh, they're going to let us have one of them. They're killing the other two, but we're going to have the one, the purest of them. But they didn't. I mean, this section here actually makes me think of the part of Dark Souls that stuck with me the most. The forest. Where it feels like it comes from somebody's memories. It's a more like idealized version, but it has that real and that life. Yeah, no, Sal, that's definitely a skill that they have. No, I don't remember anything about that. I mean, I don't remember the pillar, Chrono. I didn't remember that. You could have told me, well, in the original, there is no fight on the pillar, and I would be like, oh, okay. Darkroot Garden, actually, I think was the one I was talking about. The Royal Woods doesn't have the same immersion.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
That's right.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
I like that, like, because Barrett doesn't know Aerith, but he knows that Aerith saved his daughter. That's why he's like, man, she's awesome. He's like super inclined to be like, yes, go Aerith, because she literally traded her life for his daughter. And I like that. I like that detail. And I love how much life is in Cloud's voice actor's approach to the character. Like, his voice is really textured, and as the game's gone on, he's been warmer and more human with it, and I really like that. Yes, we just got that Forest of Seasons, so we just found out that she is an elf. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call her an elf from now on. Oh yeah, his panic last time was really good. Oh man, do you hear the guitar? Air elf. Ha ha ha. Look, okay, I've played Shadowrun. You can totally have elves in your cyberpunk. Yes!
There was this rumbling, and then all of a sudden,
The presence of
my heart is still pounding.
the, like,
There was this
I feel like,
and then all of a sudden,
I feel like the guitar is supposed to make you think of Crisis Core. Do I get to go inside? No, I don't. Oh, look at this. There's like a peace stove. I love this orphanage so much, too. Yeah, this track sounds like a callback to Crisis Core, which, as far as I'm concerned, is fantastic. Because part of why I played Crisis Core in the first place was because of the Price of Freedom, which is just like, I'm going to make a cover of that with some friends at some point. Just imagine instead of the violin, it's a flute. Shh, Gundy butt. Shh. This like literally sounds like Crisis Core, which is like Crisis Core is like Final Fantasy VII, but what if guitars? Which I love late 90s, early 2000s alternative guitar. Like one of my favorite things musically ever. So I'm trying to remember, where am I going? Oh, there's a mini map thing. I can follow the mini map thing. Well, okay. There's a mini map thing that can be followed, whether I can follow it or not.
What are we gonna do if our plane falls?
Yeah,
It's
that's
not going to keep either of us from getting smashed.
that is a valid concern. And I'm really glad that they have people reacting to it that way. Because it's a tragedy in and of itself, but it's also
It was all like shaking. Then it was all like boom, crash, bam.
I felt the shaking.
It's like everybody's talking.
yeah, I just like I'm trying to remember where I'm going. Where am I going? Is this a section that I haven't been, or is it just a section I haven't been at night in this playthrough? Where am I going? What is this? Should we go to the Moogle Emporium? I know that I have to progress the plot, but do I go to the Moogle Emporium? Where am I trying to get to? Oh, someplace. Okay. Let's go to the Moogle Emporium.
Why don't we just leave Midgard for good?
Love will keep us safe.
Could you take this seriously for like 5 seconds?
Babe, when it comes to you, I'm
Oh
always
my god. I love these two. Oh my god. Amazing. I don't know if the Moogle Emporium is open, but I'm gonna go back there. Yeah, I want to catch all of the dialogue, you know? See if I can find my way around. Aha! Hello.
Cloud, I'm glad to see that you're okay. In these trying times, I hope to develop new materia to help us endure.
Thank you, Chadley. Yes. I mean, I don't have a lot of money. Do I want this? No, I never did beat Shiva. Right now doesn't feel like the time. I just have got enough money. I can do this, right? I do have assess. I don't need a second assess. Okay, I was having trouble. Okay, I have all of these. Provoke. No, Chadley is not. He's not a robot. He's just neurodiverse. Neurodivergent. Whatever the right. He's neuroatypical. Do I need wind? I might, maybe. I don't know that I need steadfast block. I don't guard. I don't think he's a robot.
Cloud, I've come up with the most fascinating theory. Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it?
Absolutely.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
All right. What did he develop? Oh. No. No. You can't make me use blue magic. I will not use blue magic. No. No. No, I hate blue magic. No. Oh my god.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
No, he's You can't tell me that you've never in your life known someone who talks like Chadley and is obsessed about their special interests like Chadley is. You can't tell me that. I don't believe you. You are nerds. We are nerds. We have people like Chadley among us. In fact, some of you might be like Chadley. And you are real, and I believe you're human. Honestly, Rook, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, I don't want to diagnose him, but like I said, he does not seem like he's neurotypical. But he seems human, not robot to me. No, I hate blue magic. Yeah, and I just really don't like blue magic. There's nothing wrong with it, except I really don't enjoy it. Because okay, so blue magic is the thing where you get abilities that you learn from other monsters, and then you can do the monster abilities back at them. And it is a collection quest. I hate collection quests. In order to make me like blue magic, you would have to... Also, there's like pressure to get the right one and do the right one and try to stay on top of it, and I'm having a hard enough time staying on top. Oh, did you hear? That's extended technique on flute. They just flutter tongued. I can't do that. I'm physically incapable of it because I can't roll my R's. I don't. If they want me to blue magic, they'll have to lock story and character development behind it, and then I will grudgingly do blue magic. Yeah. Oh, Kenny, I didn't know that. Cool. All right, hold on. What? 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 Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, no. Oh man, well, Green Lantern, thank you so much for coming by. I play this every Thursday night from 7 till 10 Eastern. And I may or may not talk for half an hour before every stream, we'll see. Oh, and we're starting Suikoden 2, which isn't a first playthrough. It's a fan replay, but we're starting that on next Tuesday. And there will be more streams. So... I love the Suikoden games so much. We just played through the first one. We beat it this week. Chrono has never seen the Suikoden games, so it's mostly the rest of us know it, and it's us talking about... It's me doing the thing where I just talked about this game, except I know what happened in the Suikoden games, and I know what's going to happen, but I have to talk around the fact that some viewers haven't seen it, so it's fun. Excellent. Alright, so if we cannot go... Bug children. But I want to go. Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. Okay, thanks, game, for yelling at me. I want... No! No!
Is there another explosion?
Yeah, like the fact that they mentioned to you the explosion. Okay. Where did they tell me? Oh my gosh. Gay Elvin, that's one of my sister's favorite games, so it could happen. She figured out a way to play a GameCube on an airplane so she could keep playing that game when she was having to travel for work. So she got like a portable TV and like a power source for the TV and the GameCube, and she set it up on her seat on a plane. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard about the voice acting. But you have to realize, like, my sister and I loved the Star Ocean series, so bad voice acting was not a deal breaker for us. How do I get there? Oh man, okay. Meanwhile, J. Walter Weatherman is here like, I've got that. I've done the same thing. That's madness, my friend. Anyway, it could happen. I know a little bit about the games from hearing her talk about it, but... Oh man, King's Quest V. Oh, that's fantastic, Whooper. Alright, how do I get there again? They told me, and I promptly forgot. How do I get there? There's an underground thing. Oh my god, Demi. Well, other games that are on the menu are Hades and Hollow Knight. One because I want to cry, and one because I want to laugh. Okay, no, wait, no, this is not right. No, this is right, okay. Do you hear this music? This is really pretty. I think this is where I'm going, okay.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This wasn't an accident, was it?
Oh wait, no, this is not the right way. This is where they said I was gonna be blocked.
This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen.
Are they blaming this on you Wutai, Wutai! Yuffie is how you say her name, right? She's from Wutai. There's Wall Market.
Over there.
Ha! I followed a map. I want to play Hades because I like sass a lot. Like, a lot. And Greek mythology a lot. So the idea of sassy Greek mythology is very appealing. And a game that, like, rewards you when you die by giving you more dialogue. Sign me up. Like I said, like, if Blue Magic got me more dialogue, I would do Blue Magic. But I also want to play Hollow Knight because tragedy. Oh, hold on. Oh no, one of the boxes survived. Unacceptable. This music makes me think of something from Final Fantasy X. Yes, and also just Supergiant in general is great. Oh!
Alright, let's keep moving.
I've been here before. Right? Oh yeah, because I recognize this song. This is where I fought those losers. The Borderlands losers. Don't like them. I wish I could play Senua's Sacrifice, but it's too intense for Lawrence.
This won't take long.
Oh no! No, this one. No, this one. God. I can't change my target. Like, I'm really bad at changing targets in that. What's it called? Final Fantasy 14. Oh. Oh, it died.
Was never in doubt.
Oh, that was slightly overkill. Transistor is amazing. It's really funny. I wrote a little piece of Transistor fanfic, and there's like 5 people who read Transistor fanfic on AO3, but they really liked it, and I was like, yes. Satisfying. Turns out writing fanfic is satisfying. I don't know why I had to write this one transistor thing, but it was like in my head, and I was like, all right, get out of my brain. Be written. All right. This is the hand place, so I don't have to do that because me and Aerith already did this. Aerith and I. Yeah, Chrono has designated himself my hype guy. I appreciate it, Chrono. There will be a... I've done fan art of Transistor as well. I've done fan art of a bunch of things. I really want to do fan art of this game. I'm just gonna draw Aerith.
There, that way.
Dress.
We'll have to fight our way through. But it's our only shot.
Sorry, it's disrespectful. But it's not my fault. I also want to do some covers of things. I really want to revisit my first ever Materia track. My really, really awful version of Aerith's theme, but I want to make it good instead of bad. So I'm going to do that. I have Disco Elysium. I want to play Disco Elysium. But I had just finished playing Kentucky Route Zero and wanted a break. Did they just change the music? Isn't this like... I thought this was like a Honeybee Inn thing or like a Walmart thing. Okay, so it does sound like Walmart. Okay, thank you. It's weird. Okay, thank you. My brain was like, this is Walmart. And I was like, usually my brain doesn't tell me things. But I do know the music.
Easy.
Why does this have a target on it? I really, really love this, like, whatever genre this is, I like this. What genre is this music? Drawn to the taste of by the taste of human flesh. That's not good. Oh, I should use abilities. Triple slash. That's usually a good one. I can't keep track of how many enemies there are.
No surprises there.
I'm not a big fan of the... Oh, that's where I came from. There's footsteps there. Sorry, I'm like getting distracted because I want to like... I want to talk to you folks. Because we're talking about video games and things and I like those. But also like... Excuse me? I love that they look like they're like at a dance club. They're like walking over to each other and like boogieing.
I won't lose.
What are you? Oh my god. They're like, there's those things from Zelda games.
Guess it's my turn.
They like scream at you. Enemy skills can be learned from this monster. No. Created by Shinra's R&D division. So, Hojo? Oh man! Oh, that doesn't sound good. I don't think I want that.
I got this.
Yes!
Bring it. Gotcha.
Abilities. I don't know what this does, so we're doing it.
Not bad.
God, I love his voice. It's so perfect. Honestly, all of the voice acting is really fantastic. Oh, Barrett? Does Barrett still not have materia? I thought I put materia on him. I thought I put materia on him. Barrett. I did. See, Barrett? I put materia on Barrett. Okay, Don Corneo is garbage, but... See, like, normally I would say Don Corneo does more damage to more people, so I hate him more. But also Hojo does a lot of big damage. And also Hojo killed my friend. Thanks, Barrett. He is... I don't have family friendly on my stream listed, do I? Oh, I need to remember that steel skin is a thing. Jeez. It's pressured. It feels like 3 of us attacking it. It's like, oh shoot, oh shoot. Look at all those critical hits. Yeah! Man, I'm staggering things like crazy. Am I high level?
Was never in doubt.
That's true, Gundy, but... I hate Hojo a lot after playing through Crisis Core. This gets stuck in your head. Oh, I was looking at map. Check it out, it says, and then it splats. Are those splatty splats like... I want to say the splatty horns make me think of ska? Is that correct? Is that appropriate? Am I... It's just like a tank, just chilling, like, oh yeah, you know, just like, didn't feel like I needed my tank, so I just like dropped it down there. See, I know I have friends here who know music. In other words, Brian, identify the music for me. Oh my god, it's one of those guys. And one of those guys explode. They spit explosions at you.
Keep your cool.
No need to worry.
God, I love this, I love this. Kenny, if Natalie is there, tell her that this song makes me think of something that she would have sing along with, and I want her to sing along with it. Because I was like, what is in my head? It's her version of Tidus's theme from Final Fantasy X from the Spira album. You know what I'm talking about. Why does Cloud have Grumpy? Cloud, why do you have Grumpy? What is the status? What is the Grumpy? What is the music doing here? Brace yourself. Oh, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. It's gonna blow up. No, I got on fire. That's not good. No! Stop shooting missiles! Oh my god. No. 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 Sorry.
Second wind.
Second wind. Oh, right. I gave myself a lightning sword. That seems very helpful here. Yeah! No. Don't get shot by it. Just stab it in the butt. Stab it in the butt. God, when I play either Crisis Core or Final Fantasy 7 Remake, it's just a chuck taking a Oh, yeah! Yeah!
That's a win.
Please don't blow up. I don't want you to blow up on me. Oh! Sorry, I'm catching up on what I saw. Thank you for explaining the grumpy status, Demi, because I could not figure it out. It looks like it's grumpy, right? Doesn't it? Wait, is this where I'm going? This looks like this is where I'm going. This is a weird song. My goodness, Super. Well, that's good to know. It can't have as many weird statuses as, like, some of the statuses in the Suikoden series are bizarre. Oh, look at this! Okay, I gotta admit, I had, like, an initial, like, oh no reaction because the racing flag initially looked like, kind of like it could have been a Confederate flag, but it wasn't. So we're all good. Sorry. They tell you to go with the flow, shoot for the stars, and they got an... Oh, I like that! Look at that! Look at that! The A in stars is a star. I like that! That is clever! Good job. So the balloon status is also in Secret of Mana. They tell you go with the flow. That person... These people have really... They're very neat. Very precise. That one says destroy. Someone who is not me will have to tell me what that one says. It's got like the honeycomb hexagon, so I'm curious about it. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to go, but... Suckers from the slums, is that what it says? Yeah. Soar. These are good. What are you guys doing?
Get the bastard!
What did Tifa? What was Tifa saying of course not about? Oh right, I forgot about these guys.
Okay.
Worked up a good sweat.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Was there something? Actually, there's a little side path. I should take the side path. You know how it is, right? You know how it is. Down with authority. Yeah. I don't read that one. That looks like it says Vic. Zag. Can't read those either. The Unknown Avengers. Ooh. Life can still get you down even after you've grown up. Oh, this is really cool. Oh, this is so cool. I love that expression too. Use your imagination. What's that one say? The train... The train tunnel? Oh, God, this is so cool. Like, just the coolness factor. The coolness factor is, like, out of control here. Like... This place just... I'm sorry, I know that I've skipped, like, a console generation. But it's not just the graphics and the music that make it so immersive. It feels so real and alive, and it's cool and powerful, and there's something really beautiful about it. I like this game. I know I've been like really keeping my feelings like close to my heart here, but so is the guy saying give up or don't give up? Yeah! Property damage. What was the car game where you tried to get as much property damage as possible? Look at that. It's a kingly dude. I just don't want to miss any cool looking stuff, alright? Oh, we went through ones of these that weren't broken.
Of course not.
What are these? What are these guys dressed as? They want to be like Kafka? No! You butt face! You're a butt face is what you are. I'm glad to know that my healing materials are getting better.
Next time.
Oh, I missed one. Sorry, I'm just like grooving over here. I got distracted from what I was supposed to be doing because I was grooving. Okay, so there's a side path, which means I have to take it, obviously. You hear that guitar? You know what's a good instrument? Guitar. I really like it. I would have learned how to play it, but like I know so many people who play guitar better than I ever could that I just make them play guitar for me. It's great. Oh my god, it's a kitty with a bird friend. Kitty with a bird friend, like my Noxie. No, everybody in my party is a healer, except Ferret, and he could be too. You gotta have everyone be able to heal. It's very important. Oh, look at that! There's more. I have to look at those. But I have to fight these dudes first. Oh no, not him again! I'm so glad that he and I have the exact same reaction to each other. I'm sorry. The way that Cloud said nope. He's so funny. I'm sorry. He is so funny because he's very dry and it's hilarious. Also, I'm gonna beat this guy up. I fought this guy before. Oh! Oh, this is the big guy. Okay. Oh no! Oh jeez. I guess oh shoot. Okay, hold on.
Fight's not over yet.
Don't.
Bring it.
Oh my god, Cloud is like not afraid.
I can still fight.
Need to heal up.
He's so cool. God, I love the voices. I love them so much. I love the voice acting in this game so much. Ah! I'm sorry. Okay, let's try not to die. Don't die. Don't die. Cloud, don't die.
Let's try that again.
Abilities? Triple slash. Just hold that.
Keep it together.
Abilities.
Fire in one off!
Abilities.
Taking over.
Alright, let's do this. Oh, is he the only one still around? Sounds like Barrett is taking care of business over there. Thanks, Barrett.
Deal Deal with that.
About damn time! Like that!
Never again.
Golden opportunity right here!
I'm sorry. Oh, I need to remember that I have seal skin.
Suck on this! You ain't getting out of this!
Time to end this.
Yeah!
Let's pour on the pain.
Let's pour on the pain indeed. That was very satisfying.
Now that is what I call teamwork.
I guess.
Cloud. Come on. I love him. Oh, can I get the Tifa shoes? Yeah, he's so sassy. I didn't know that I could have a sassy Cloud Strife in my life, but I'm very glad that I do. He's pretty great. I am a fan. Oh, that's not a salsa barrel. I was about to regret that, but we were okay. This game doesn't have salsa barrels, thank goodness. Is that where I came from? That's where I came from. I think. This way? Wait, there were things on the wall that I haven't looked at yet. Good luck. Make some noise. Make some noise. There's the light pencil get you down again. Authority. If time heals all wounds, I haven't aged a day in years. Ah, they tell you to go with the flow so they can keep the status quo. I feel like the people who made this game have messages that they want us to take away. Tifa is your serious friend who doesn't sass as much, but she tries to, and she's so earnest and adorable that you love her for it. Yeah, well, it's like we have to, like, you know, take into consideration the fact that this is, in fact, a AAA game made by an internationally successful corporation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But also, like, there are messages in here that I do believe are genuine and heartfelt. Like, to me, it seems plainly apparent that just as Miyazaki at Studio Ghibli has very, very strong environmentalist motivations.
Finally, those assholes are really getting on my nerves.
You and me both, buddy. I feel like somebody at one of the higher-ups in Final Fantasy world has that same motivation too, because that is... I mean, obviously it is very, very strongly, like, it's not even a theme. It's literally like the point of the game at this point so far. But it does appear to a lesser degree in some of the other Final Fantasies as well. The, like, be careful about taking too much from the planet. Yeah.
Bring it.
Song is definitely growing me. Don't you rejuvenate? You're gonna get hit by my sword whether you like it or not. Just... Oh no, I got poisoned. What if instead of that I triple flush? How's that? That's pretty good, right? I don't want to be poisoned. I'll just...
Mind over matter. How you like that?
I got this.
Why do they have...
Too late.
They have,
Keep it coming. I'm ready.
One step at a time, huh?
targets, the word on them. Yeah, no, it's a very like anti-capitalist and also like pro-environmentalism, like overtly. Like this game wears its politics on its sleeve, and that's kind of cool. Is this where I'm coming? Yes, this is where I'm going. Okay. More hands. But I don't have to do the hands. God.
Over there!
Huh? That a way out?
I'm almost afraid to go back. To see it with my own
That's a
eyes.
good point.
Tifa.
Come on.
The lake. He's worried about her, and she's worried about him, and it's very sweet. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna poke around a little bit, even though I think I'm supposed to go out that door. Am I supposed to go out that door? Is that not a door? I thought that was a door. Maybe it wasn't a door. Oh no, it's not a door. It's just a really bright light. What? Lauren, there. Okay. Well, look. Doors and bright lights are sometimes indistinguishable. All right, it's not my fault. And we gotta run around here and like. Is there anything I haven't gotten or done? No. Oh, but there are things I can smash. Alright. Go somewhere from here. Here we go. Oh, Gideon, that actually would make so much more sense. Oh. Okay, but it's a Chadley thing either way. And yeah, Cloud runs out of words. Talking is hard. Is this where I'm going? Yeah, this is where I'm going. Okay. But he's gotten better about trying to... Oh. We're not going to be fighting here. That's nice and without a transition.
Does it look like we can go this way? No. There's
Yeah,
monsters
don't
everywhere.
go there. Okay, so these are more people who've survived. That's good. It's not a lot of them.
You remember how we used to play around here?
Never would have crossed our minds back then that a plate could drop out of the sky.
Pretty sure this ought to take us straight to the Sector 5 slums.
You're gonna need an escort to survive that. Maybe we can do that later. I would really like that. I would be totally fine with an escort mission that meant trying to keep those people from dying so they can get somewhere that isn't gonna kill them.
Damn this leg of mine.
Think you can make it as far as Sector 3?
Oh, I wanted to hear what they were saying. Jeez.
Weimer! You're alive!
Do I know him? He looks familiar. Wait,
Still in
is
one
that my
piece?
item shop friend?
Who else made it out?
I wish I knew. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
This is bad.
God damn it!
Sorry, we're just...
Where's Daddy?
He'll be back in a little bit. Hmm?
God damn it all! My family didn't deserve this!
Oh, Weimer is the one who I got quests from, okay. Okay.
My husband.
Oh.
So what I was saying earlier about the magnitude of the loss being more than we could handle, we had to get through it. Like, the shock of it has to wear off, and then we have Barrett's concern about Marlene to give us one small loss or potential loss to focus on. Now we're at the point where they can give us more of it.
God damn it!
I'm almost like scared to ask, like, is this on top of someone?
I'm dying of thirst here.
Yeah, by the way,
Hey, guys, we'll rest here. Start back up that first light, okay?
We'll stand first watch, so you all can rest and take it easy.
I have to, I guess because of monsters.
Would you please stop complaining? If they hadn't helped us, we'd be buried under a ton of rubble.
Long day tomorrow. Should sleep while you can.
And if there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask.
Is this the neighborhood watch that is taking care of them?
No, don't. You know we can't spare the gill. Damn this leg of mine.
Think you can make it as far as Sector 3?
I'm so sorry, Dad. It's my fault you got hurt.
I'll be right as rain with a bit of rest.
Yeah, just the little humanizing moments.
God damn, this thing fell all that way?
It's a miracle anyone survived.
You do not get to play on the slide right now. That would be scene-breakingly inappropriate.
What happened to all the people that were living on the plate?
What do you think happened?
I mean, I guess at least Jesse's dad got some release, right?
Find your friends?
Not yet.
God damn, this thing fell all that way?
It's a miracle anyone survived.
So one of the things that... Oh, that's the little girl.
We'll stand first watch, so you all can rest and take it easy.
Probably got evacuated somewhere. Probably.
You know they didn't. You know they didn't.
This is bad.
God damn it all! My family didn't deserve this!
This is bad.
I'm gonna buy stuff from people.
Never know what you're gonna run into out there. Best be prepared.
I feel like I know this song, but I don't remember it. What it's from. Yeah, generally buying local is a good idea. Just in general. Recommended. I think I've got enough of stuff.
Careful out there.
Thanks, buddy. Just saved his giant swords.
Yeah. Left a few things behind.
I see. I know it's not much, but it's all I got.
So I guess we're gonna fight things there. Yeah, no, okay, Alvin, that's true. The people at the bottom had a chance to evacuate, honestly, largely due to Wedge's efforts and Wedge and Aerith, and because of that one guard. Without that, but the people on top have no chance. They had no chance. So I guess at least, you know, I guess at least Jessie never had to deal with the reality of her parents dying. Because those are the only characters that we no on the top there, I think. And just Jessie talking about wanting to have everyone over for dinner and introduce Cloud to her mom properly, and Cloud trying so hard to be the like, no, you're gonna make it. Yeah, we went up there. We were there. Yeah. And Cloud trying to like tough guy, like, no, you're gonna show it to me. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, no, it's the same plate. I'm pretty sure they make it clear. Yeah. Like, it was just... I don't remember those people even existing in the first game. Like, obviously I don't remember the first game very well, but I don't remember them existing. And no, this isn't Tifa's theme. Yeah, well, like, even if the Topsiders were in some way complicit with what Shinra was doing, some of them, like... I mean... There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. The idea that kind of no matter what we do, by existing in a world that is like this when there are no alternatives, you are complicit in some of the evils that are being done around you. You know, by using electronics, that, you know, there's a lot of offshore, like, in other countries, like, child labor, perhaps like even underpaid to the point of being slave labor, to put together electronics, and we use those devices. So, like, you know, none of us are wholly innocent. And I think that like, that's how it is the cyberpunk megacorp too. The megacorps, like, yeah, no, as Demi says there, that is an important thematic thing. And like, we kind of can't not. And so it's this really tricky situation. Okay. And so, like, how do you live in the modern world as ethically as possible and harming others as little as possible? Like, there's no easy answer. Like, even when people are like, you know, go vegan, well, there's environmental repercussions of veganism as well. People say, oh, live off the grid. Well, being able to live off the grid is a privilege. Like, it's a really sticky, complicated mess. And while we don't necessarily have the literal physical foundation on which our communities are built topple to the ground, you know, unthinkable distances below. There are entire cities that are wiped out, or seriously, I mean, let's just talk about Flint, Michigan. So, yeah, it's a complicated situation as far as, like, how do you not participate in something that has such terrible repercussions for other people? How do you force a system to no longer be immoral and unethical when the deck is stacked against you, and the people who are opposed to making things better are the people who write the rules? What do you do? How do you do that? It's a question that can really destroy you if you think too much about it, without, I guess, accepting, like, This is part of why, like, the idea of, like, moral purity is it's impossible. It's impossible to live in the real world. And you get these people who are all like, I'm going to go and be self-sufficient and not participate in capitalism or whatever, but then they wind up basically just mooching off of other people. And I'm like, you're not outside the system. You've just outsourced the connection to the system to somebody else. And yeah, throwing plates at people. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably enjoy throwing some dishes in the face of certain individuals in the real world. Probably wouldn't actually solve anything, but it would probably be pretty satisfying. I guess I should probably buy this gun. Gothic bangle. That lets you hold a lot of materia, but isn't very good for other purposes. I do think that, but see, Blue Glass, the tricky thing is that it's not a mess that we've spent centuries making for ourselves. It is a mess that has been made for centuries. By people. For people. But I do think that it is important to make the distinction that the people who are living in it now are not the people who created it. And that some of it, a lot of it, was actively, intentionally, consciously put together by a small group of people in the past so that they could profit from it. And then their non-literal descendants, and probably their literal descendants as well, have been continuing to shape the future to continue to put power and wealth in their hands. And it's just really, really bad. Yeah, and recycling is also, because corporations can make money off of plastic, like, there's a whole thing in the 80s, not to get super depressing, I think it was in the 80s, that somebody was trying to push for, I think, making a more recyclable plastic and trying to educate people that recycling wasn't the answer and that plastic shouldn't be used for everything. And they were actively shut down. Like, no, you can't do that. And so now, like, those people are talking like, boy, I wish that I had been able to push that back then. Maybe our world would be less screwed up now. Because, yeah, no, a lot of recycled stuff doesn't get recycled. Like, the best thing you can do is reduce consumption and then reuse what you've got. Because recycling is kind of a last resort. It doesn't happen the way we think it does. And there's actually kind of a downside to recycling being something that's pushed so much, is that people start thinking, oh, well, it's fine, it'll be recycled, it's fine. Like, I can use all of this stuff. Like, bottled water, no big deal, they'll just recycle it. Don't. Try to avoid bottled water if you at all can. Yeah. 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 Anyway. It's hard to know what to do about that, and I don't have any answers. I don't want to dwell in, like, dooming about it, if that makes sense. So I think it's good to try our best as individuals, because I do think that a lot can change. But also, like, looking for ways for collective action is another way of hopefully shaping the world. And there are smarter brains than mine trying to find solutions. So finding those people, listening to them, and trying to take their guidance is all I can think of. These seem useful. Should I get any of these? I get really stressed out about the gear in this game. I've only got all of them but this one. Is having one more materia really worth giving up all of that defense? I feel like it's not. Oh wow, there's so much of this. Do I want any of these? There's like a lot of them and I just get really stressed out, so I just don't buy any of them ever. No, but I mean, I think it's important to recognize like the reality of the situation and just how bad it is, but also I think it's important not to get bogged down in hopelessness, because we can always make things a little bit better, and that's all we can do is find the ways that we can make it better and do that, and we need to do that as much as we can.
Godspeed.
I like that this guy, I remember this guy, getting to know him. I like that he and Barrett have an understanding, like they know each other. Because he's connected to the neighborhood watch, isn't he? And yeah, Brooke, I talk about this stuff a lot. Like, we were playing through the ending of Suikoden 1, and I wasn't talking about that, but I was like, let's talk about...
This is bad.
Let's talk about this cycle of violence and abuse and the importance of stopping it before it spreads to other people, and also holding people accountable for their actions. So I like real life accessorizing, but game accessorizing stresses me out. Let's talk to this little girl.
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
This is bad. We can't afford to lose any more lives. Not now. We need able-bodied men and women.
We're gonna go in there.
I don't even know where to start. We need able-bodied men and women.
Because you can... Yeah.
I'd give anything to
Yeah.
wake up.
God damn it!
Where's Daddy?
He'll be back in a little bit.
Till we reach Sector 1.
We've still got a long way to go. Think you can manage?
Not like I've got a choice. We don't have a home to go back to.
Yeah, do you see the...
Wish it was just a bad dream.
I'd give anything
And
to
you
wake
just,
up.
you have all of these family members
This is
missing.
bad.
You know? Okay, I guess I should probably equip. Upgrade weapons? No. Equip. Okay. I already... Oh. No, I never used that. That sounds good. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Upgrade weapons. Barrett. Oh. I also hadn't upgraded his weapon. So... It's kind of a wonder that we managed to fight those bosses. But you know... Oh. Oh. Oh, look at that. We've got another materia slot. Let's equip that. Here. No, no, no. Buttons. What am I going to give it? Good night, Brian. Thanks for joining. We're, gonna keep playing this game. It's good. Does anyone have wind? I feel like somebody... Nope, nobody has wind. All right. We've got a wind. All right, let's...
This is bad.
Let's keep going.
And if there's anything you need, don't hesitate.
Yeah, I feel like...
You resting will help put them at ease, all right? So do that.
And just the little sounds of people whimpering.
Please stop complaining.
I It's just the little details that makes it really feel, you know.
This is bad.
Let's do it. Huh. Nice. This is a very strange place for a secret entrance. You know? That's right, we were gonna go down there and then we got distracted because of Tifa going to Wall Market for some reason. Why was Tifa going to Don Corneo? Was it because she knew that something was going on and then actually most likely that was that he knew about the dropping of a plate? As long as the price is right. Whatever, Cloud, we know. We know. Of great interest to Shinra. Oh! That guy.
Okay. Let's see what's on the other
He's
side.
gotta steel himself up for it. Well, Forest of Seasons, I'm glad you could make it, but you should probably get some sleep.
Finally, I can use some fresh air.
Damn it! I still can't believe this happened.
These people staggering.
This way, everyone! Quickly! Quickly!
Yeah. That doesn't sound good. It's probably not supposed to make that sound, but you know. I'm glad that there are other people who know about some of these secret passageways. Oh, jeez. I was right. It shouldn't have made that sound. Get out of there, folks. Get out of there. Oh my god, if they kill these people.
Listen, Sector 6 is right over there. We just need to walk a little bit longer, that's all.
Where's Mom?
You can rest easy, folks. We can assure you no monsters have been sighted in the vicinity.
Yeah. They're really driving it home. Which is, like, I mean, it's good. You should feel this.
What are we supposed to do now? Our house? Our savings? It's gone. It's all gone.
All the more reason to go someplace new and start over.
I wish I hadn't made it out.
Don't say that. Things will work out for us. They always have.
I suppose you're right. The house was pretty old. And it's not like we had a lot of money saved up.
Yeah. So you've got the different, like, levels of tragedy. You've got people who've lost everyone, or people who've lost some of the people they love. People who've lost everything, but they themselves are okay. It's just, like, no loss isn't a crisis, isn't a tragedy.
Keep your head on a swivel out there, Merc.
I'm glad they remember who I am. Yeah, no, the voice acting is really good in this game.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You're not gonna try and do anything stupid
I
now, are you?
absolutely am.
Man, I can't deal with this shit.
So am.
Thank you. We're almost to Sector 6. Do you think you can walk the rest of the way?
Like, everyone's injured. Everyone's lost someone. Yeah. There's just a lot, you know. And I gotta go see if there's people here. God, they're just everywhere. The electric power company. But they're not just the power company. I'm coming, Barrett. I'm coming. Yeah, well...
That one was a lot closer.
These people need to get out of here. This game there's a lot of really heavy, terrible things, and this game wants you to hold on to hope, and it wants you to believe that you can do something, and that and it doesn't want you to fall into a pit of despair. And so I think that's why they focus so much on showing people helping each other.
Hello! Is there anyone out there that needs some help?
I'll bear it. I'll bear it. Yeah, this isn't gonna be good. I know this place. I've walked around this place.
My God.
Just a little more. Come on. Come on.
It won't budge. Make room.
Morrow, you're alive.
With me. Ready?
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you. So, what now?
Don't know. Find something. Anything to do.
Yeah.
Been back to the bar yet?
We just got here.
No.
Maybe you should go take a look?
Okay. First the bar, then the rest.
This is Tifa's theme, but very, very sad.
Careful. The roads are a mess. Watch your step or you'll wind up in a hole.
Hello! Anybody out there? If you can hear me, say something!
Like, that's his priority?
I take it that little Marlene's safe and sound? That little girl's a hell of a lot stronger than you might think. I take it that little Marlene's
Yeah.
safe and sound?
No, it's a really beautiful minor key take on her theme. Jesus.
Anybody out there? We're here to help.
And yet you'd have the bodies of the people topside.
Can you hear us?
They're not going to show us
If you
that,
can hear
though,
me, shout!
because I think that would be a little
Anybody
much.
out there? Can you hear me? Anyone there?
Like, even here, even now, people prioritize coming back,
Hey!
and they're searching for anyone they can help.
If you can hear me, shout!
Which I believe is what people would actually do.
Can you hear me? Anyone there?
Look for the helpers unless you are an adult with some ability to be the helper. That's an important thing to remember.
Tifa.
Get back!
Shit.
Hear that?
That's Wedge's cat.
What?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, oh no, oh no!
Let's follow it.
Oh no.
Ready? 1, 2, 3!
Yeah, I think most people are generally good. Maybe a little bit lazy or self-focused, but generally good.
Is this all that's left of Wedge's place?
No, 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 no. How do I get down there?
Hey! We're coming down! Stay right where you are!
Maybe he's okay? Maybe that's why the cat is leading us there? Maybe?
This place reeks of shit.
Maybe he'll be okay? See, they put that little spark of hope in you. Where even are we? Where even is this? Where? Where?
Wedge!
Where? Where is he? I really want him to be okay. Excuse me, what? Okay, we need to get up there and help him. What is he doing down here? Did he survive?
Tifa! Cloud! Shout if you can hear me! Hey!
I do appreciate the opportunity for property damage at a time like this when you have feelings.
If there's no path, you gotta make one.
You know, Barrett, I can respect that attitude so much. I guess that's why they give you a good gun for him. Alright. I don't know if I'll use them, but like in case you didn't sit on the thing earlier. Also, I just wanted to see his animation.
Suck on this!
Right? There we go. Bye, Uber. We'll see you around. Yeah, we gotta go get.
Must be a secret shimmering facility. See ya! Get your ass out of here!
Alright.
Oh, we're done here!
Okay. I should probably change. Look, when you're really upset about things, sometimes, like, there's a reason why people go hit punching bags or go have primal screams or whatever when they're really upset. You have to sometimes get the feelings out of your body to process them. This is very intense. God, he looks really cool. He is a very handsome fellow and he looks very cool and very serious. All right. Auto cure, healing, HP up, wind, survival. I'm not gonna need that right now. So what else should I put in its place? Sure. I don't even know what I'm gonna get for it, but I'll do that because I want to help Chadley take down. I want want to help Chadley take down Shinra, you know? I love that Chadley is taking down Shinra from the inside. Like, I just think that's really cool. Like, it's a great detail. Like, he's like, oh yeah, I've got an internship with the evil corporation, and I'm gonna use it to, like, learn to take apart the evil corporation. Like, that's just really great. I don't remember him wearing some gold. I don't have the memory as it's been determined here. Sorry if I'm having a hard time keeping up with the chat just because there's so much going on in the game that I'm having feelings about. I'm gonna just destroy everything that Shinra ever made. Shinra, you're going down. First boxes. Your boxes are going down. Not your boxers. He's very intense. And I appreciate that you can see his intensity in his eyes. Hands down.
You really want to throw down with me?
Oh, he is not the roller. Okay, well that's good to know. It's the dodge button.
Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Excuse me. That was a little good.
Suck on this.
I want to shoot. There we go. I have to destroy everything. Shinra. I mean, the fact that I get stuff for it is a secondary appeal.
Suck on this.
You know? I enjoy smashing boxes regardless of whether there's anything. I should probably learn to shield instead of roll. No, Barrett, there's a thing right there. Shoot the thing. Yeah! Good job. This is very satisfying. The worst thing about Shinra is how incredibly plausible their evil is. And like I said before, even though like the evil of like Hojo and Heidegger and President Shinra, like even though they're pretty terrible, there's another Shinra, isn't there? Don't tell me that. I think there's another Shinra. Maybe he's the vice president. No, shoot, no! I can't get that one.
You really want to throw down with me? How'd you like that?
Yeah!
Ain't no thing!
Buckaboo. That's a great name.
Suck it!
Oh shoot, there's another one still going. Okay.
Ain't got nothing on me!
I was saying something. Oh, yeah, like the worst thing about all of them is that even though they're kind of extreme examples, they're not like implausibly extreme examples of what they are. You know? Like... Jeez. I don't know how to aim, so I'm just gonna like not aim very well. I gotta give these movable medals to these children. Wait. Isn't that the thing that usually means you've been hurt in games? Like, it shows you like, oh no, I got hit from that side, I think, right? Why am I not shooting the boxes? Boxes! Barrett! Boxes! Oh my god. I did not fry sauce, but I'm always excited to see people taking down Like, you want to talk about plausible, realistic evil in the real world? Let's talk about Wall Street. And I don't know what we're going to be able to do to try to save the world from the various kinds of evil people out there, because we can't just go, like, punch bad guys in the face with our swords, you know? What about this way? Is this another way? To figure out which way I'm supposed to go, which way is not the way I'm supposed to go. This is not the way I'm supposed to go. Excellent. Good. I'm gonna go this way. He just kicks it open. He's like, whatever. Target practice. Oh, he just shoots it all himself. Oh, Barrett, you're so good at that. I'm not. Oh, okay, fine.
How long it take him to build all this beneath our feet?
Yeah, like this is seriously giant, and this is like, this is below our slum, right? This is below Sector 7, right? Oh, jeez. Oh, no, not these guys. Oh, these guys are bad news for me. That won't just use to kill everything, but...
Gotta love catch you sleeping. How'd you like that? And there you have it.
Alright, hold on. I've never played Dirge of Cerberus, so I have no idea what that is that you're referencing. Oh, these are cages where things are kept. This is an evil science lab. Which means Hojo. I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Man, you'd think they dug halfway to hell. Suck it. See ya. Ain't got nothing on me.
Ah. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's one way of solving the problem. Okay, so this is... Okay, because I know they've got a lot of stuff woven through it that's Crisis Core related, but... I don't play survival horror games, guys. Oh, God. What is that, a dinosaur?
Not going down without
Sounds like
a
a
fight.
dinosaur. I don't like it. I don't like it. You're definitely the big problem. Hold on.
Hope you don't mind if I fill you full of holes. And there you have it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. It's interesting how he has to go up the ladder without using one of his hands because he has a gun arm instead. Presumably it's a prosthetic because he's missing a hand. That's my assumption anyway. That this isn't just like an arm cannon for the sake of having an arm cannon. This game doesn't seem like it would go that way. You know? So I'm assuming he's missing a hand. And instead of having like a realistic hand, he has a gun. Which, to be fair, given his hobbies. Yeah, that gun is really powerful. The Big Bertha or whatever her name is. I guess instead of mini games, because I swear to God there was like a battleship mini game in the original and snowboarding, and instead they're giving us running around as different characters.
You really want to throw down with me?
You don't really want to. You think you do, but you don't.
Get your ass out of here.
These guys are at least a little weak. I still haven't figured out what pressure is. I know it's good for me when the bad guys are pressured.
Nothing on me.
That doesn't sound good.
You really want to throw down with me? Want some more?
I want to be like, what did you do, Hojo?
Ain't no thing. Don't go to that hole. Oh, we're done here.
Oh yeah, yeah, we sure are. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, remember when these things were hard? That looks like where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, no, we're in Sector 7. We made it to Sector 7, and we were looking around for survivors, and we found Wedge's cat, which made us think that Wedge might be alive.
Just no escaping the mist there.
But then, like, we, like, fell down into evil mad science. And we know that there's been mad science because we've seen some of the results of the mad science experiments. Some of the enemies that we've found due to incest. Jeez, Barrett, you are way better at this than I am. It's just like, what if I just destroyed everything? And I'm like, yeah.
You really want to throw down with me?
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure that a bunch of these are things that if I, like, were to assess them.
Gotta love it. Get your
Oh! Wait, what? There's a shortcuts menu? Excuse me, hold on, there's a shortcuts menu?
Hope you don't mind if I
There's a shortcut.
I'm really gonna enjoy burning it all down.
There's a shortcuts menu, friends. Amazing. I don't know how to do that yet, but I guess I'll figure it out eventually. Just go to town. Just go to town, Barry. Yeah. Man, I didn't realize he took care of business himself. Hey, Meteor! Oh, hello! Good to see you live. Well, on the internet live. Look at this! What the That's not good. None of this is good. Also, that sounds like my party is there. There's bugs. He made mad science bugs, didn't he? And now he's trying to kill my friends with them.
Tifa! Hey! Tifa! You okay? I got
Yeah. Alright. Alright. Yes. I'm extremely mad about the mad science. No, where is it? There it is! Oh, yeah. Man!
Yeah.
That's not good.
Sorry.
That's okay, Gideon. Thank you. I'm customize that menu.
Bring it on.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go down this way.
Yeah, bingo.
Tifa's on a roll. Hi, Tifa. Man, I need to get in the habit of eating dinner that isn't birthday cake. Because right around this time, my body's like, I need food, and you're not feeding me real food. Ah, Tifa joined the party.
I don't know.
Well, he can take care of himself. We've got bigger issues.
Yeah, Cloud can take care of himself physically. Emotionally, maybe not so much.
Get your ass out of here. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Alright. Gotta go find Wedge. Come on.
God, if Wedge is okay, I'm gonna be so happy. Like, I was like, at least we've got this one friend and he's gonna be alright. And then he wasn't alright. But now maybe he's gonna be alright. You know? Like, I literally don't know what they're gonna do with that. Just destroy everything. Just property damage right and left. Screw you, Shinra. Ha! Yeah, take that. Okay.
I'm afraid to ask, but did you just shoot your way in here?
Well, yeah.
Oh my god, amazing.
Worked, didn't it?
I'm glad that she can like comment on the slight ridiculousness of it all. I might try using shortcuts at some point. I want to get in there. Where even are they? There they are. Oh shoot! It's not the time to not be able to find them.
Bring in the heat. Gotta love it. Don't go to that hole.
That's pretty effective, isn't it? Yeah.
Get your ass out of here. Ain't got nothing on me.
Alright, just like shoot all the things. Yeah, just shoot everything with your gun. Look at that, there's a materia. Oh, hit the materia button. Get the materia. What is it? It is ice. Okay. Nice. Jeez. Just shoot it. Bam. Okay, I think that's everything here. Just kick it with your foot, because bending down and open. I mean, I guess maybe he'd have a harder time opening treasure chests because he only has one usable hand here, but. Oh, there's another mystery in here. I feel like there's something significant there. Yeah. Wrong button. God, now that I know that I could do that, that would be amazing. I could learn to do warding. That sounds good. I could learn to do shortcut things. Look at this! Look at all of these test tubes! That's not good! What evil, horrible things have you been doing, you horrible, evil person? Oh, Zach, go fight these random things so I can observe you. Zach, go fight these random things so I can observe you. Hey, what if I Mako poisoned them?
I gotta climb another damn ladder.
Sorry. I really hate Hojo. Oh, it's one of these guys. No? Oh, shoot, that's right. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna remember that I have steel skin. Okay.
Maximum Fury.
Wait, why am I going after the left thing? I don't want to go after the left thing. I want to go after the center thing. Okay, well, whatever.
Bring it!
That badly. Let's try this again. Cutter. Okay. Okay, abilities. Star Shower. Yeah, it moved! Well, she can actually get out of the way.
Need my help, do you?
Fortunately, he's not very slow, fast, but it's not very fast either. Ability. Oh, arrow. Oh. No, that's the wrong one. Okay. Okay, spells. You're Barrett. I probably should use Firaga. No, 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 no.
I can't. I won't.
Sorry.
Do it.
Oh, you got it.
There. Finish him off. Bring it. Gotcha.
Let's see if this works. That's the wrong one.
Bring it.
You would say that.
Oh man. How are we doing health-wise? Oh, I should probably heal us. Man, Barrett has a lot of HPs. Wow. Look at that. He has 4,000. That's a lot. That's so much. Oh, that's right. I have water. All right. Let's see. How is not the way that we got up here? How is the other way? That's where we came from? This is not a ladder. No, this is a ladder. No, this is where we're going?
Hey, you think Wedge is holding up okay?
Of course he is. He's a lot tougher than people think. Probably sleeping soundly, dreaming about his cats.
You're right.
I really...
We should treat him to a nice meal when he gets back. His choice.
Yeah, let's be power of positive
Ain't
thinking
no
here.
Shinra punk taking me down.
Coming through.
Alright. Oh, it shot me in the face. Oh, it uses that! Right, I forgot about that. Abilities, Star Shower? Oops.
Don't stop now. Nothing's gonna stop.
You would say that.
They have a lot of texture to their voice that makes them really human, and I really like it. Yeah, well, you gotta hold on to hope when you got nothing else. Hope's the thing that gets you through to tomorrow. Shh, that's a lot of them.
Gotta win at all costs.
Just gonna shoot them all.
Gotta love it, ain't no thing.
Oh shoot, they're trying to do whatever they're doing. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to fight a giant version of them, aren't I? But I am.
Check out this shit right here.
This is why they've got a bazillion bugs, by the way, because they assume you're...
That's the
You're
way
gonna
to
have
do
that
it.
ability, and that's very satisfying. Like that right there, that's why that happened. That's why that's going on.
Gotta stay on my toes if I'm gonna make it out of here.
Primals, I appreciate that. Alright. Why is all the music jazz? I don't like jazz. I want them to have something like a different genre that's not jazz. They're not going to, are they? I'm about to fight a boss. I don't like jazz. No, I don't. I can enjoy watching it live because it's very technically impressive. But I don't like jazz. And this is much to the dismay of like every musician I know. Let's slip through these giant doors. Do you see how thick that door is? Oh my god. Why are there doors that big? No, but do you see it? Do you see? Look at that. Look at that door. Look at that door. That door is the thickness of Barrett, and Barrett is not a small man. Oh god, is he okay? Please be okay. Is he okay? Is he okay? Is he okay? Is he okay? No, 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 no. Is he?
He's okay.
You sure? Making me worry like that. I'd kick your ass if you didn't look like shit. Thank God.
Thank you. Okay, let's go.
Sure.
I admit I hoped for it, but I didn't
It's
expect
you,
it.
all right.
But I'm really happy.
What is this? Barrett!
Oh, this isn't good. Get out of there. Get out of there. Don't. No. Oh my god, game. If you kill Wedge now. Oh, it's a Resident Evil thing. What's it called? No, it's Venom. That's a person. God damn it, Hojo.
Where were you free time?
Shiva experiments?
But if that's the case, then it's only right we go back down.
The music's really good. This song is really cool. You hear the brass. God, this is a good song. Oh, I should probably have a...
Got a whole heap of
This is why they can send you so many of these guys. Like, I should probably put on steel skin. God, the brass sounds so good in this song.
Hope you don't bring it home.
Okay, abilities. Jeez. She is too... Oh, there's some more of them? God. They interact, they communicated to each other.
Like you even gotta ask.
God, the music is so good here, though.
Come on. Watch yourself.
Guess it's my turn. Want some more?
Action of Fury's really good.
Getting real tired of this shit.
This is ridiculous.
We gotta close that duck. Tifa, you're up.
Okay, cover me.
God, do you hear that guitar? I don't even know where I'm going. Where am I going? Where's the duct? What am I doing?
Gotta love it.
Okay. Come on, Tifa. It's a little bit of Advent Children, like ridiculousness there. Come on, Tifa. Jeez, that guy's bigger than the others.
It's using its stripes as weapons? Seriously?
How do I get where I'm going? Where am I going?
Tifa, watch out!
Holy crap! It killed all of the others.
That was close.
Where am I going? What am I trying to do here?
Hope you don't mind my
Failed experiment, independent chomp. Jeez, that's not good. Okay, Tifa, you're gonna, spells.
Don't give up.
Here.
Where am I trying to get to? I don't know how to get where I'm trying to go. Do I come back down here? I guess I come back down here. No? Okay, what am I supposed to be doing here, game? You gotta give me something. Jeez, there's more of them.
Come on.
What is it, Barrett?
Just barely. You're up.
About damn time. Jump on it, asshole! It's time.
Oh, it's hard.
That sure looks like a weak point to me. Fuck on this!
Hold on.
Bang, bang!
Oh, I did it wrong, didn't I? Are you serious?
You got this!
Okay, hold on. Oh, I forgot I have regen. I don't think I had regen before. Jeez, holy cow! Okay. Abilities, no spells. Kira, Barrett.
Stay strong.
Okay, so it's immune. Oh, they're all immune. What the heck? Oh, jeez!
It absorbed it?
Do I have assess equipped? Abilities, assess. Failed experiment. Ice, Phillips Tiger Garage. Okay, so I want to use ice. Do I have ice? Does anyone have ice? Oh my god, stop it! I don't know how to change who I'm targeting. Oh, I should probably go after the cheese. Get out of. Oh shoot! Hold on. Okay. Items. Phoenix down. Barrett.
Good to go?
Eat! Spells.
I've got you covered. We need to find a way to stop him.
Okay. Get out of there. Get out of there. Summon. Sure.
Don't let me down,
Don't let me down, yo. Did he say y'all because there's two of them? He did, didn't he? Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay.
Let's go on the offensive.
Okay. Spell.
Watch yourself.
I'm up for anything.
Summon ability. Chocobo kick the appendage.
Hey, we gotta stop this man. Gotta love an opportunity right here.
Okay. Go into the limit break, fire in the hole on the heart.
This one right here is for the play.
I feel like that's a good decision that I just made there.
Check out this shit right here. Here we go again.
Okay, summon ability. Chocobo kick the appendage. Alright.
Oh, you won't.
Abilities. I think I have to be closer. Shoot, that's not what I want. I ran right into that, didn't I? Okay, hold on. Limit break on somersault onto the appendage. Oh jeez, are you serious? Unacceptable.
We still got a job to do.
Spell. Kira. Tifa.
The big one's the only one that matters.
Now we can concentrate on the big one. Not this shit again.
Abilities. Shot.
Got a whole heap of land with your name on it. Time to go to town on this thing.
There! Bring it!
Okay, abilities. Star Shower on the heart.
That's it!
Gotta love it.
Abilities. Maximum Fury on the heart.
Don't go to that asshole.
I'm sorry.
About time,
He's really
Merc.
cool. He's also super uncool.
Late to the
'cause he's
party
also
and you
really
giving
cool.
me orders? Hell yeah!
Do we get to...
How'd you manage to track us down?
Followed the trail of bullet holes. There's nobody else I know who leave that kind of
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's a really good line. Alright. Hold on. Gonna see if it'll let me blow. Nope. Okay, I got no choice but to blow that up. Notice how Cloud hasn't joined the... Cloud, join the party with everyone else. Oh my god, Cloud. He's like, no. Okay, let's see what's going on. We got a hole. We opened up a hole. Oh, no!
Oh god. Were those...
People?
Cloud's gonna have PTSD flashbacks, isn't he?
Yeah. That's the Shinra I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Cloud?
Where's Wedge? Where's Wedge? Where's Wedge? Where's... No!
What the hell was that?
No. No. You did not. They did not. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, okay.
We need to get him somewhere safe. Everything else can wait until after.
Agreed. Let's go.
How did we get out here? Yeah, bring the cat too.
Cloud.
Oh, kitty.
Good kitty.
So that was a lot. They had a crazy mad science evil lab below this sector that they'd apparently retired using. So they just let the people they were experimenting on just die when they left it. Which is very in keeping with Shinra. And Cloud is trying not to think about it, but you saw Zack there. You saw Zack and Cloud there.
I want you to take Wedge back from me. I'm gonna look around for the others. He made it, didn't he? They could still be alive.
I saw them both at the pillar.
So
Jesse
here he's
and
coming
Biggs.
clean.
Saw how bad they were hurt.
You saw them die. They died in your arms.
I'm sorry, but
Don't.
They've returned to the planet.
They were supposed to return to us. But if we stop now, they'll never let us live it down. So, we carry that weight.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, raised the company up from a small arms manufacturer. That became a power company. Oh.
I'm sorry. I truly am. We had no other place to go, and
I would never leave a wounded man out on the street.
I really like her. Oh.
Elmira, I know what you said, but you have to let us go after Aerith.
Not this again.
We found an underground Shinra lab, where they've done human testing. This wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. I know these people, and I know they're never gonna let Aerith go. She's the last living ancient on the planet. Think about what that means to Shinra's scientists. Especially to that son of a bitch, Hojo. We're all just numbers and meat to him. But...
Please, I need some time to think. You've all had a long day. Why don't you go upstairs and get some rest?
Just silently magnets his sword to his back. What? Excuse me, what? Hold on. I mean, you can't think I'm not gonna do this. Just to see what's up here. I think I've been up here anyway, but okay. Anyway, I'm done breaking the pacing of this. Okay, hold on. All right. What the heck is Aerith doing here? Is she actually here? Is she like astrally projecting? Is she real? Did she come home? I don't know. I have literally no idea, and I don't understand. Did they let her go? Is she gonna be like mind controlled? Is Cloud hallucinating again? Is he actually asleep and communing with the planet, and the planet is sending him a vision of Aerith? It could be any of these things. How do I get there? Here, okay. Sorry, apparently we're doing the thing where I'm not looking at chat right now. What is she doing here? She's like gonna be not there. No, she's there. This can't be real. Cloud was sleeping. He's having a dream.
How is this? Is this a dream?
Maybe. You tell me.
You okay?
Don't I look it? I used to live in the Shinra building, back when I was really little.
Your mom told us.
Right. So it kind of feels like I've gone back to my childhood home.
She's trying to tell them not to worry.
Honestly, it's not that bad.
No. No. I don't believe you.
So what? You want to stay?
Come on, Cloud. Don't be silly.
Your mom's really worried too.
Two? So you're worried about me?
Of course I am.
I'm sorry about that. Really.
Is that
the live stream?
Everyone dies eventually.
I suppose.
Oh no.
So we need to make the most of the time we have. To live our lives the way we want to live. Every minute, every moment matters.
I'll remember that.
Good. So...
You need to embrace this moment. Right?
I'm glad I met you, Cloud.
This
I really
sounds like
am.
she's saying goodbye.
I'm grateful for all the words we've shared, for all the moments and the memories. You've made me more happy than you know. And I'll always cherish what you've given me. But whatever happens, you can't fall in love with me. Even if you think you have, it's not real.
Do I get a say in all this?
It's almost morning. Time to go.
I'm coming for you.
If that's what you want. Thank you.
You've done more for us than we deserve. I won't forget this. If you ever need anything, all you gotta do is holler.
Look at Cloud.
Happy to help out, however I can.
Elmira.
She knows it's coming.
I've been thinking about what you said.
She's calling out to me. I can feel it.
We all can. So please.
Did she come for all of them?
She's our friend.
Both of them.
We have to help her.
I always knew it was coming. Knew that one day I'd have to say goodbye to my baby girl. But not yet. Please, bring her back to me.
Daddy!
Marlene.
Are you going?
I'm sorry, honey. I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could be with you all the time. I really
It's
do.
really nice having a character like this.
But if I stay here, I can't fight out there. Some bad people are trying to hurt
He
the
hasn't
planet.
explained it to her before.
And Daddy and his friends are trying to stop those bad people. The slums, your friends, the whole planet. It's Daddy's job to protect it. And that's why I've got to go. You remember that nice girl who came to find you? Well, now we have to go find her. And when we bring her home, you need to say thank you, okay?
Okay. That girl, she was kinda...
What?
Nothing. You should help her.
We
What
will.
did she was gonna say?
You'll come back, right?
Of course, I promise.
Okay. You can go.
You raised up a good kid there. And Elmira will keep her as safe as anyone can.
Aerith.
She's tougher than me.
So nobody can see him crying. He puts on his
All right,
sunglasses.
time to get some payback.
Don't forget why we're doing this.
I know. To rescue Aerith.
Alright, well it's 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna take a minute.
So, how are we supposed to get topside? With everything that's happened, the trains still aren't running.
Well, we could walk along the track.
The
Motorcycles?
city's on high alert. All the roads and public transit have probably been locked down by now.
So what's the plan then? You know another way up?
No, but I think I know someone who
Oh
might.
man.
You mean Corneo?
What?! Hold on, excuse me, what?! 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 Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna leave the screen here. I'm gonna actually save, because I didn't save last time, so it's a good thing that my power didn't go out. But now, I'm gonna be smart. Yeah, we're gonna get the nail bat out. That's right, Chrono. Whew! Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much there. There's just so much there. And I love everything about the characterization of the cast. I'm sorry. Buckle up. I'm not shutting down for a few minutes. Oh my god, just like the way that they have developed Cloud's personality over the course of the game up until this point. Like, he is he's got like a complex personality, and I absolutely love him. And just the line, "Don't I get a say in all this?" or "Do I get a say in all this?" It's just like, that says so much. And her saying like, cause she's saying goodbye the whole time she's saying goodbye to him in that scene. That is that is her, like, I assume bad stuff is happening to her because I assume she's in Hojo's clutches, and that is not good. But she's like, whatever is happening to her in real life, she's like choosing to say goodbye so that they can think that she's fine and live in peace, and have like that closure, which is very generous and kind of her. And I loved that acknowledgement of the feelings that are building between her and Cloud. I'm sorry. From my vague memories of the first, like the original game, I was like, why does anyone like Aerith? Aerith and Cloud is obnoxious and unlikable and just a jerk, and Aerith is boring and dumb, and the two of them are like, there's no chemistry, that's dumb. I felt bad for Tifa because I was like, oh, Tifa clearly has a crush on Cloud and it's unrequited, and at the time I was like, oh, my childhood crush is not feeling, so that's like fake. It's like one of the few things that I remember from the original, but that's not what that, no. I don't know how much they changed, how much I changed, how much the translation, but I love that Cloud is willing to acknowledge his feelings there. That when he says, of course I'm worried, when you think maybe he's not going to, he's not, like, the Cloud of earlier in the game would not have known how to answer that, or perhaps would have tried to deflect that, but partly due to Aerith's influence of, like, poking and poking and poking and poking him to try to get him out of his shell. She's just trying to poke him out of the shell. It's largely because of that he's able to answer. He's able to say that. He's able to express what he wants and needs. I would never, if you folks weren't telling me this, I would never in a million years have expected that was anything but the essential canonical scene. It fits so perfectly. I can't even imagine there being something else that would go there. It is exactly what you need. Like, you need a reminder. Like you need that to move the story along. You need that contact with Aerith, but like Cloud and Aerith have a really great connection, and like, so Zack is dumb as toast. I love him very much, but he's dumb as toast. Like Cloud is actually really smart. And clever, and so it's interesting because Aerith came across as being kind of dumb as toast too in Crisis Course, and I loved them. I loved them both. They were like these like idiot weirdos together who were dumb and weird together, and it was really cute and heartwarming, and I loved them. But I feel like she's grown and matured a lot between whenever that happened and this. And, like, I don't know, just, like, I feel like I'm honestly, like, I love Zack and Aerith's relationship, but I feel like who Aerith has become now as she's grown up, like, she and Cloud have a really good connection. They bring out the best in each other, I think, because Aerith mentions earlier, like, that she insinuates that she has a history of running away from things, and she's like, this is the one time that I'm not running away from my responsibilities. I'm not running away what I'm supposed to do because you're here and I'm special. So it's like he brings out the best in her, and she definitely brings out the best in him. I'm sorry, Tifa, I love you, girl, and like, you and Aerith definitely have at least friendship chemistry, but I'm gonna say, like, I really buy Cloud and Aerith in a way that I didn't expect to. So when she's like, you're not in love with me, you just think you are, which is a line that I have expressed. I've had problems with friends getting overly attached and people thinking that they're in love with me a lot. Because, and this I'm sure sounds weird to say, but like, I have a very big and loud personality, and I can make other people feel good about themselves, and so sometimes they mistake liking the way I help them feel about themselves with liking me, if that makes sense. And so I kind of get like Aerith being like, no, I mean, part of it I think is that she's trying to get him to let go of her, and part of it I think is also where she's just like, don't take it seriously, Like, don't take it seriously. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Like, yes, he is falling in love with her. He's not, like, in love, one true love, they know each other and must be together forever, but he is falling in love with her over a period of time that is nebulously defined because in works of fiction, especially something like a game or a movie, where you can't afford to like let something happen over a period of weeks and months. Like, it doesn't, like, if we don't know, like, this would be something that'd be like, oh, you know, over the course of 2 months they could absolutely develop that strong feeling where it's like, oh, I'm falling for you. But yeah, she's definitely like trying to shut him down, and I love that he's like, you don't get to say that, you don't get to decide whether I love you or not. And what's interesting is that I feel like a lot of times the gender situation there is reversed when you have a man and a woman in a romantic relationship or having a romantic connection in a story. Usually the guy is like, no, don't love me, loving me will be like bad and dangerous and wrong, no. And the woman's like, don't I get to decide if I want to accept the danger of being with you? So it's very, I like the fact that it's exactly that situation. Like, we've all seen that before. We've, like, that, it's a trope, which tropes can be great. But they just swapping the gender of who says what is an interesting decision. It works really well and I really like it. Aerith thinks she's going to her death. Maybe Hojo? I don't think so, because there's like the whole like Sephiroth stabs her through the stomach thing that is like infinitely parodied, and I've been on the internet. So even though I do not remember when or how that happens, and actually come to think of it, that actually probably would do a number on my theory, my Sephiroth is dead theory. Yeah. Look, I don't know. Maybe that won't happen. Hey, you want to talk about like this game giving me hope of what is almost certainly unavoidable? I am holding out hope that somehow, even though it's one of the most iconic video game scenes of all time, maybe Aerith lives. We're gonna hold on to that one. So we'll see. Don't say anything, obviously. Like, you can like be like yelling about how dumb that is in the like Discord spoiler channel. I would be really excited if they did that. Yes, Julia, I have the drama queen scale. I should probably put the Metal Gear Solid characters that belong on it, but as it is, you can see Crisis Core and Crisis Core 2 represented on it. Yeah, I'm so glad. Okay, Fry Sauce, please don't talk about what they are doing or not doing, because I haven't played the game and I don't want to know what happens or what they're trying to do or what they're trying to make you feel. I don't want to know if they're going to try to make me feel like she can be saved. I don't know that. I'm not there yet. So sorry. Yeah, I need to put Reno on there too. I feel like Rude should be there because of the sunglasses. Yes, that's Genesis. My least favorite part of Crisis Core. He is off the scale. I'm glad, Julia. I like you. Yeah, so my deal here, if you just dropped by, is that I have seen my sister play through the entirety of the original game when it first came out, and I didn't like it and I don't remember it, but I played Crisis Core a few years ago. When I played Crisis Core and I was trying to talk about what I thought happened in 7, people are like, are you sure you've played the game, because it really sounds like you haven't. So now I'm playing this as though it is the sequel to Crisis Core, so everything is in the context of, oh, that makes me think of Zack. So yeah, Genesis, we don't like him. He's got to be like at least close enough to the scale that you can see he's off the scale. Yeah, Rude's, we could put Rude's sunglasses. I watched Advent Children. I really didn't like it. Like, really didn't like it. I was like, I don't like any of these characters. I don't like fight scenes. Just, there's like literally nothing for me. Hi. But I love Zack very much. He is one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters. He can't dethrone Lock Cole, because Lock Cole is my absolute favorite. But I love Zack Fair extremely much. I'm going to be working on a really dumb fanfic that's going to be a high school AU about Jules's gym, and everyone's going to join the gym class. So that'll be fun. Oh man. Okay. Well, I don't know what they're doing with this remake, but I've been playing Final Fantasies since Final Fantasy IV was Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo. So Locke has stolen my heart. I love him. Oh my god, somebody who was watching my Final Fantasy VI playthrough drew a picture inspired by my love for Locke and Sully's of them kissing, and I'm just like, please, just, it's my computer background. It's great. I love it so much. Yeah. Well, Crisis Core is really good and I love it. I mean, it also has dumb stuff in it. Like, yes, Genesis. Also, just like the stupidity of like the fact that they're like part alien or something like that. But anyway, I got completely sidetracked. I'm sorry. I was trying to talk about feelings in this game and my feelings about the characters. I have feelings about them. No, I really feel, and it's not just that I think that Aerith is like apparently the prettiest girl I've ever seen in a video game. God. That's irrelevant. But I really feel that Aerith and Cloud have a really great connection. And I really like it. And I love, like, seeing him be open about caring in that scene. Okay, no. Oh my god. Just in case anyone is joining us for the first time, I literally had to come out on stream because Aerith showed up in that dress. But I like her as a character a lot. Yeah. Yes, there is, Julia. Yeah, I know I've seen Locke's artwork. I've seen a lot of different designs for him. I love him very, very much. Yes, no, Locke is my boy. And I need to find myself either a Sully's or an Aerith. Apparently. Oh, man. It's a little bit embarrassing. But that's not why I like Aerith so much. Although that is why I'm going to draw Aerith at some point in the future. I completely forgot what I was going to say because girls are pretty. Anyway. No, I really, really like that scene between Cloud and Aerith. I feel is really like the culmination of, shh. It's a culmination of everything that they've built between those two characters and their relationship, which I feel has been the most well-developed relationship in the game so far. Because like I've said before, Cloud and Tifa are building on an old relationship that was old them, and they've both changed a lot, and they haven't quite gotten to understand how they've changed. And Cloud is so brittle at the beginning of this game, and Tifa is so scared of breaking him that they can't really connect. And like now we're beginning to see as he gets stronger and Tifa lets her walls down a bit more, because like, I mean, yes, Cloud is at risk of PTSD flashbacks, as we just saw. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself and what you guys are talking about. Thank you. I feel like Cloud and Tifa's relationship will be better developed as time goes by, and there is more to her. We are getting to know her. She is a more well-rounded and fleshed out person than I was seeing earlier. And like I said, I didn't disbelieve that they were going to do it. I was just saying at this point in time, I'm not as invested in her because they haven't done that. Aerith and Tifa, like, they have like I said, they have like instant chemistry, whether it's friendship chemistry or not. There is a connection there. And I'd like to see them interact more, and it is really fun and playful. But I feel like Aerith and Cloud seem to get each other on a level. Like I was like a serious like Aerith and Zack fan, but now I'm like, oh shoot, that's complicated, isn't it? I mean, or a polycool. That's all right. Well, we'll see what happens when I write them as idiot high schoolers. Like, I have like literally no idea what's gonna happen with that, so they can just all make out. It'd be great. But yeah, Zach has to be involved too because like he and Aerith love each other. But yeah, I don't know. I like the characters, like even outside of shipping, and shipping is fun. Like drawing pictures is fun, writing stories is fun, but really like fundamentally the characters in this game are the heart and soul of the game. I love what it's doing thematically. I love that it is wearing its like political heart on its sleeve. It is letting you know what it stands for and trying really, really hard in a way that is not excessive or gratuitous or forced. It is trying to make you think about these issues and realize like it wants you to come away from this having been moved both emotionally with the characters in the story, but also to evaluate and reevaluate like your place in the world and how you perceive the world around you, and you know, the evils of capitalism, the dangers of destroying the environment, all of these things. Like, I love that those are very clearly themes in it, and it is digging into them. It is going there. It is saying things. It's not just wearing its cyberpunk nature as like window dressing. It's not like, whoa, cool. You know, it's nice neon lights. Isn't that cool? Like, no, like they actually understand what cyberpunk is all about. Yeah, Tifa was Chun-Li and Cloud was a goth, a gothic Lolita. I've seen one of Tifa's other dresses, and I like I feel like Tifa as Chun-Li suits her better. I liked it. I don't like Cloud's fashion sense, especially. Like, it's not a clothing style that I have very strong feelings of, like, this is what I love. So as far as I can tell, I think I liked the one that I got for him, but pigtails? There's pigtails? Oh, I didn't know that there was an option for pigtails. Oh my god, Cloud, you would be so cute with pigtails. Oh, well, I missed that. Oh well, that's a shame. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying getting, and I'm glad to get to know Barrett. I love that Barrett's relationship with his daughter, Barrett's role as a father, that's his dominant relationship, that's his dominant identifier, and I love that because we don't get that very much in main characters. Like in Final Fantasy X is the dad game. It's all about dads, and it's fantastic. Like, I'm gonna maybe do some really dumb video essays where I just talk about feelings about games that I've beaten before, because I really want to talk about the parallels between Jecht and Tidus, and Seymour's dad and Seymour. I don't remember what Seymour's dad is called, and I'm blanking, Braska and Yuna, because like it's the dad game. It's the game about dads. And I love that. Jiskal, probably. I don't care. He's bad. But you don't have a character who's a dad whose child is important very often, at least in JRPGs. I think you have more dadly relationships in other games sometimes. Like, that's becoming more common as the people who make games are more of an age to have children. But I love that that's Barrett's primary relationship. That's the connection that that matters so much to him. That's the first priority in his mind. That's like, he has to talk to his little girl. He's saving the world for his little girl, and that is really great. And I'm so glad that they are leaning really, really hard into that, because I love that tenderness, and he's been a flatter character up until this point than I wanted, and so they're finally doing more with him, and I can see why people love him so much. Yeah, so many people talk about as soon as he takes his glasses off and they see his eyes, that they had that moment, which I think is really, really sweet and beautiful. I think I was looking at like other things on the screen. I think I might have been freaking out about whether like Wedge was dead or not. But I really like coming off of this section, I feel like I've gotten the Tifa and Barrett that I needed to really start loving those two characters, because I've talked about like that I felt like I was like, I'm probably not going to do a lot with Barrett, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to care about him that much, even though it's hilariously he was one of two characters I liked in the original. I obviously don't remember exactly why. Presumably he was a good dad too, and I thought it was cute that he had a dad then. I don't know why I liked him, but I did. I think he has tragedy in his backstory, which, I mean, everyone has tragedy, but I guess I liked whatever his tragedy was. I liked him. I liked Tifa okay. And I want to say I liked Red 13, but I don't even remember if he talks. So I don't know if that's true or not. But I wanted to get to know these two characters better, and I feel like having a section of the game that actually focuses on them and their relationships with each other, with the people they care about, with the world, with what they care about. Barrett is getting some more depth instead of just being like the angry extremist, like idealist. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. But they've shown, like, we've known that he's kind of a softie, like we know that he's sweet and loves people, but like he's been so preoccupied with his cause whenever we see him, that like that's kind of all that I had seen in him, really. So it's nice to see him as the friend. It's nice to see him as the father. And I'm looking forward to getting to know him better that way. Yeah, no, they've done an incredible job with the eyes for all of the characters, honestly. Like making them feel very real and very emotional. Like you can see Cloud's confusion and fear and his feelings and his depth of caring. You can see Aerith's, like, putting on a cheery face. You can see through that in her eyes. You can see, I don't know. You can see Tifa's pain too. But I wouldn't be surprised if Barrett has dog tags, so in case he dies as part of Avalanche, they can send word to Marlene. But yeah, no, like Barrett, I feel like in the early stages of this game, I feel like he kind of pushes his team a little too hard, and he's a little too focused on the mission and not so much on the people. So for me, I was like, okay, so he's a super zealot. So it's nice to see like the softer side underneath that. I'm gonna take my headphones off because I'm not listening to music right now, and this way although I think I've been pretty good about not talking too loudly, even though I can't hear myself with those on. Yeah, no, this game is really, really good. It is everything I wanted it to be that I never would have expected it could be, because I didn't like the original. And it doesn't have any of the dumb stuff that Crisis Core had. There's no Genesis. If there is going to be Genesis, I'll be mad. But instead we have Motorcycle. And Motorcycle's fine. I actually like him. I mean, he's like way over there chilling with the other soldiers first class. But yeah, no, this is actually a really good game with a really, really good cast and a really, really well-developed world. And, oh, yeah, I guess Gact would get in the way of that. His name is Motorcycle. You know who I mean. If I talk about Motorcycle, you know who I'm talking about. He's like, oh, that way. He's there. Motorcycle. He's on that. Now, I'm interested in whatever they do with Sephiroth here, because like I said, the thing that I liked most about Sephiroth, the only time I remember, because I remember thinking he was generic evil or something, I don't know. But in Crisis Core, he's your big brother's best friend, and you and he team up to go find your big brother. And that's great. Like, big brother's friend who's a little embarrassed because I'm a lame weirdo. It's a way more interesting relationship than generic evil. Yeah, well, I mean, Motorcycle seems like he thinks that Cloud is hot. Like, Motorcycle seems like he'd like to make out with Cloud on his motorcycle. Like, I feel like that's an interest he has. That's my read on that anyway. Sorry, Motorcycle, Cloud is not into you. But maybe you'll be friends. Yeah, no, he goes, well, it might. Oh my god, that's right, I need to put Motorcycle in it too. And they just won't know his name, so they just refer to him as Motorcycle. Yeah, this dumb fanfic needs to happen. I wrote like 3 paragraphs of it, and I was like, I don't do comedy. And then Chrono, who I don't know if he's still here, because I think this is past pumpkin time for Chronos, but he was like, maybe you should lean into like your particular kind of humor, which is like play it straight, but have it be really absurd. Just like Zach. So, just like Zach takes everything 100% earnestly, and you're like, Zach, that's not what's happening, but okay. Okay, Julia, so Crisis Core is a shonen hero stuck in a cyberpunk dystopia who doesn't realize he's in a cyberpunk dystopia, so he thinks he can shonen hero his way through it. Yeah, I don't know exactly how the Turks are going to fit into it, except that they're going to be in it. I'm saying, like, that's my read on it, and I love it. It's so great. It's so great and so dumb, and I love it. Zach, I mean, is dumb, but I love him. He's dumb as toast. Maybe, no, I don't think Motorcycle thinks he's in Greece. I don't know what Motorcycle thinks he's in. Maybe the Fast and the Furious. I've been watching those movies with my roommate. Well, I watched the first one. And then I heard all about the rest. So we'll be watching those. In addition to the sports anime that inspired me to write this dumb fanfic I'm going to write. And also, she's like, you need to watch more queer content, Lauren. I'm like, oh, I guess I should do that. Yeah, Motorcycle did escape a Kojima game. He would fit right up there with Liquid Snake. Yeah. Yeah, no, he just talks like a Kojima character. He just missed the turn. He was supposed to be in Metal Gear Solid. I mean, they're all a little crazy because of Mako and Fusion. Like, all of the Soldier First Class boys are a little special in that regard. They're a little dramatic and weird. I love them. Oh my god! Motorcycle can summon okay, if Motorcycle summoned Genesis through an absolute absurd weirdness and the game was like, what just happened? I would forgive it. That is the only way that it could introduce Genesis into this game and have me be okay with it. As if it's like part of Motorcycle's weirdness. That would be acceptable. Yeah, Ember, I identify as a woman, a cis woman, and I am a gay woman who up until last year was like, I'm bisexual, really? No. No, I'm not. And that was a big thing to kind of come to terms with, because I used to be like married to a man and stuff. But life is complicated. Figuring yourself out is complicated. And I think a lot of people in my age range and older have had this experience perhaps more. So yeah, and pronouns are she, her. Which I feel like I should maybe put that somewhere. No, oh man, it's been a so ever since I said finally like accepted to myself, hey, I think I'm gay. So folks who have been watching me on stream for years, I've been streaming since 2015, gosh. Like, I have never ever found myself dumbfounded and unable to speak because a pretty girl showed up in a pretty dress on the screen. Like, that's literally never happened to me before. But I feel like ever since I kind of came out to myself about that sort of thing's been happening. And it's like it was always there, but I put it in a box. You know? And now, like, the lid is off that box. And it can't go back on, so I'm just really gay all the time. So, yeah. That's been a journey. So that's a journey that you and I are both taking, Ember. Like, Good luck, my friend. She just like, okay, look. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's cool, Amber. It's cool on this side. I feel so much better. And so much in my life has made sense. Like, the little story that I've told people is that, like, people used to make fun of me in middle school and high school about the way I would draw girls. And I was like, no, people have bodies. I just draw them. They're busty. I'm busty. I developed early with them. And I got really self-conscious and, like, hid my sketchbooks from people and, like, would occasionally draw shirtless dudes because people would comment too much about the sexy girls I drew, or a friend would request it. But I was never like, you know what would be fun to draw? I'm always like, what would be fun to draw? A girl being really cute. I was never like, oh, I should draw a shirtless dude. That would be fun. Anyway, I went back last year as I was having this realization to look at my sketchbooks, to look at these pictures. And I realized that the reason why people kept commenting on those girls I was drawing is because I was drawing pinups without realizing I was drawing pinups. Which I know the rest of you have heard me say a few times, but I just think that's really funny. So yeah. I guess I'll be drawing a pretty picture of Aerith at some point, so look forward to that. Boy, I sure have talked for an additional half hour, and only part of it has been about feelings and the fact that I cried. I am so glad that Wedge made it. Like, that makes it more bearable. It's like they took away so much, and that you thought you were going to get this one little bit, and then they took that away, and you were like, oh, I'm so defeated. And then they're like, no, we'll give you a little bit back. And you're like, okay, I'm fine. It's still terrible. It's still tragic, but I can get by. Like, yeah, I know, Blue Glass. Look, I'm just gonna talk at you aggressively. Oh my god, I wore mascara last week when we did the Sector 7 pillar, and I cried so much my face was a mess. Probably couldn't tell because of the lighting, but it was a mess. I don't know. I really loved all of them. And I love that Biggs's last words are at the orphanage. I love Jesse trying to, like, make a joke and being angry about things. And yes, also maybe appreciating how hot Cloud was. But I don't know. I love all of them. I actually loved Barrett less than, like, everyone else in Avalanche, but now they've got time for me to get to know him so he can become more real and rounded, and I can get really into his story too, which is great. I love having more. I love the thought of being super into everyone. Also, we're gonna go rescue Aerith. Can I just, like, say, can Aerith be my Final Fantasy VII girlfriend? Am I allowed to decide? Just like Dusk was my Dark Souls girlfriend and Laurentius was my Dark Souls boyfriend. Sorry, Laurentius. Sorry, no, you can be my favorite dude. All right. Okay, well, Aerith can be my Final Fantasy VII girlfriend. She's just like, well, no, Barrett never had as far to go as Auron. I actively disliked Auron, and then it turns out he's great. Thanks, Ember. Okay, so Julia, we just we're leaving Aerith's house. Cloud just had a dream in which Aerith's like, no, don't come rescue me from Hojo's evil, horrible experiments. Everything's fine and great. And Cloud was like, no. So yeah, I loved that scene. I loved it. I love the relationship between Cloud and Aerith so much that, like, Cloud and Tifa and Aerith and Tifa will have to do some work to make me love them as much. Oh yeah, we have a Discord server where people can yell about my, so this thing that I'm doing where I'm just talking a lot, I tend to speculate about what I think is going to happen, and since I have mostly kind of remembered Crisis Core and really not remembered experience with the original game, I'm like, I think there's maybe a thing, like, I was like, I think there's aliens, but maybe Aerith is an alien. No, she's an elf. But yeah, I hope we get to see more of Wedge and his cats. Yes, it was the don't fall in love with me scene, which I absolutely loved so much. I mean, Umber, I'm along for the ride. How's this? I know that something happens at the end. Something happens at the end of this game. You're not allowed to say anything. Please don't say anything. But something happens at the end of this game that, as far as I can tell from everyone's reaction, is a thing that is changed from the original and a thing that is specifically of interest to fans of Crisis Core. So I know this because I know the people who have asked me if I've beaten it and who have failed to hide their feelings about the ending. But that's what I've been able to figure out. Because like I said, specifically the one person I knew who like is out of his mind with joy about it, is one of my Crisis Core friends. My sister, on the other hand, who's one of the reasons why I played Crisis Core, because she and I both just liked 7, and then she loved Crisis Core, but she's basically like, Crisis Core is dead to me now. She tried to tell me, and I was like, shut up and don't tell me. I don't want to know. You can't spoil it. No, we'll talk about it after I play it. You know, if Genesis popped out of the ground and did a musical number, like, I think that might be acceptable too. But yeah, like, and then everybody else has had varying feelings. And my one Crisis Core buddy, he's like, you're gonna love it. My sister's like, you're gonna hate it. And I'm like, we'll see. We'll see. But so far, I actually have a lot of faith in them as storytellers. They've made a lot of decisions that I would have made. Like, dropping the pillar. Oops. Yeah. But, oh my god, that would just be, yeah, the equipment is the one thing that's a little bit stressful. But I'm learning how to play the game, and I figured out a few more things about how the game works, which is great. So much better than, like, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for a few years now, and I'm beginning to understand some of the basic mechanics. It's very exciting. I also made my first glamour that I really like in 14. So I can be a swashbuckling red mage, so I can go pick up pretty ladies. That's what I want in life, is to be the swashbuckling red mage who picks up pretty ladies. So, yeah, I'm just like running my mouth a whole lot here, I realize, but I really like sitting around and talking about video games. You might have noticed that is a thing that I enjoy. But I think we've still got at least a couple of chapters here. So we keep playing this for a little while, and then maybe we'll do Hollow Knight or Hades or something like that. We'll see. I'm starting Suikoden 2 on Tuesdays, which is not a first playthrough. It is a replay. But we just beat Suikoden 1, and I still cried at the end of Suikoden 1, even though I know it very well. So I get to cry and share, like, the darkest game that I love from the PlayStation era with everybody. So please, if you like JRPGs and you want to see what I will argue is potentially the best written story and the best story and possibly the best story in any video game, certainly in the running, despite it being from like 1998, you should tune in for that. Cause I really, really, really have so much to say about Suikoden 2. Like, you thought I had things to say about Suikoden 1. Buckle up. Well, Squizgar, I want the sass, and Greek myths and sass. So, yeah. Now, Suikoden 2, I don't know you'll need a comfort pleasure pillow. I'm just going to be talking people through, like, the intense bits. I think it'll be okay. I, at age, like, 14 or whatever, had a really hard time with it, but oh man, Nightwind, I don't know. Maybe I'll think about that. Maybe we can queue those up for next week when we start off the stream, because I probably won't need, unless I have more thoughts, I probably won't need the half hour before, because we're having the half hour after, you see. So maybe we'll watch them next stream. That's exactly it, Squizgar. They will reward me for dying by giving me more dialogue. That is sassy banter with Greek gods. Did they make this for me? So I'm excited about it. So yeah, somebody remind me before the stream next week, like on Thursday evening, somebody be like, hey, by the way, Lauren, here are links to watch on YouTube. The videos. We'll do that. And then maybe I'll have things to say. And then we'll play more game. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. The writing is so good. The dialogue is so good. The delivery by the voice actors is amazing. I love Cloud's voice actor so much. I love Tifa's voice actor so much. Aerith's is really good too. Barrett's is good. I don't know him as well. But yeah, it's just really good. And Elmira is a fantastic character. She is so good. I love her. I love everything they've done with her. So, yeah. Well, apparently, Blinks bet that will have to be wasted on me now. But that's okay. When I was a kid, an ace-ish kid, I swore allegiance to Artemis. So we'll see. Hopefully they don't sexualize Artemis in a way that I disagree with. Otherwise, you will be getting an earful about that. Yeah, there's just so much texture in their voices. It makes them feel real and emotional, and it's just really good. It's just, did you know that Final Fantasy VII Remake is a good game and I like it? Well, I should probably shut down. I really should. Because Sophie has been patiently sitting on a pile of my laundry on the floor. Patiently sitting and waiting. She wants to play. Baby. Noodle, soph. She's a very cute kitty. Yes. Thank you all so much for joining me. Again, if you want to join our Discord, you are welcome to do so. I think we're a pretty friendly bunch. We talk a lot, but we're friendly. Just check the rules out and be nice. And I post about things on the social medias, or if you want to catch the backlog of like previous streams, you can see it on my YouTube. And there'll be like more like cooking and baking and music streams and stuff and art and random other things in the future. So look forward to that, and I will keep you posted about the Squats King of Shinra High. So look forward to it. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.